potentially of 2.
Get the sense early in this game, Bob, that tackling by both secondaries is going to be at a premium. Because both of these teams like to get their guys out in space and turn it into one-on-one plays. And if you don't make that tackle, it can turn into big yardage.
So a 3rd and 4 for Philadelphia from their own 32-yard line on the first possession of Super Bowl 52. Three-receiver formation to the left of Foles, and he'll look that way. Waits for Jeffrey to uncover. He's got a first down. Got enough protection, Charles, and then just waited. Gain of 16.
He got enough protection that allowed for another reaction by Alshon Jeffrey. Watch him overruns it, and because there was extra time gained by Nick Foles, he gets out of the pocket. Alshon Jeffrey goes outside and finds himself open.
Eric Rowe, a former Philadelphia Eagle, acquired in a trade last year by New England. From the 49, Blunt gets hit and held up and stopped. What an incredible one-arm play by Kyle Van Noy.
I mean, he was blocked on the play, Bob. I mean, blocked, and as you described it, watch him, number 53 in white, to the left of your screen. He's going to come upfield, take on the blocker. Trying to block him, the tight end takes him and gets him right up high in the shoulder pad area and puts him down.
Jay Ajayi has checked in at running back. Foles in a shotgun set. Foles with time. And the pass incomplete, intended for Torrey Smith. Devin McCourty on the coverage for New England. Matt Patricia is the defensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. Matching wits with Doug Peterson, the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, on a big 3rd and 12.
So they're going with 6 defensive backs in the game. Normally you go with 5 and be a nickel. Now they've got 6 in, trying to cover all these receivers for Philadelphia.
Can New England get pressure on the quarterback? They have 11 sacks in the postseason. Foles with some time, completes it for a first down to Torrey Smith at the New England 38, gain of 15.
And these are the types of plays you have to make in order to get your quarterback settled early in the game. Not an ideal pass. It's way up high. But Torrey Smith goes up and gets it, makes the play, absorbs the hit, and completes the process of the catch, holding on to the football. And look at Jason Kelsey inside, their all-pro center, giving protection to Foles, and Torrey Smith finishes it off for a first down.
In the NFC Championship game, they had 10 of 14 on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on this opening drive. And have the ball to New England 38. Foles, little play fake, hurts. Picks up about 7. Chung on the tackle.
Seems to me, Bob, that he's in rhythm pretty quickly here. Nick Foles is. Not having to overthink anything. Gets the ball, gets a snap, fakes it, and throws it.
You know, the Patriots this season ranked 29th in the NFL in total defense. So they will give up yards. They were 30th in the league in passing yards, but they only gave up 16 points per game.
And 14 of the 14 points per game down the stretch when they hit their stride after game 5.
2nd and 3. Ajayi has the first down. Needed 3, got 4. Landon Roberts on the tackle. So the Philadelphia Eagles hit a 3rd and 4 and a 3rd and 12 on this opening drive of the Super Bowl. Ajayi remains in at the tailback spot. Take the handoff, has a lane, tripped up by Van Noy at the last second.
You highlighted the right side of the Eagles line at the top of our show, Bob. Jason Kelsey at center. Brandon Brooks, number 79 at right guard. Lane Johnson, number 65 at right tackle. Watch where this play goes. To the right side, and look at the hole that's created for Jay Ajayi.
Van Noy has made 2 one-arm tackles so far in this game. 2nd and 4 at the New England 21-yard line. Corey Clement with some room inside the 10 and tackled at the 4-yard line. Gain of 17. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
They went to the right side on the run. They come back with it on the pass. And look out front, 62 Kelsey, 79 Brooks, and a Corey Clement, the undrafted free agent out of Wisconsin, who's had a terrific rookie season. Takes full advantage of 2 excellent blocks and gains additional yardage downfield.
The Philadelphia Eagles have scored touchdowns at 65% of their red zones, best in the NFL. They give it off for Blunt. Takes it down to about the 1. Lawrence Guy on the tackle. LeGarrette Blunt, last year with the Patriots, led the NFL with 18 rushing touchdowns. Signed as a free agent by Philadelphia this offseason. 12th play of the drive coming up for Philadelphia. 2nd and goal for the Eagles. False start is going to go against Philadelphia. Looked like Zach Ertz moved on the left side of the line.
False start. Offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Almost wonder if Zach Ertz is going to get the ball on that play, Bob. You know, they've run the heck out of the football. Almost feels like Zach Ertz wanted to get out there a little bit quicker, knowing that the play was designed for him off of a bootleg pass.
So it's a 5-yard penalty, and the ball is spotted at the 7. 2nd and goal for Philadelphia. It's the opening possession of the Super Bowl. Foles on a nice little play fake, looking for Aguilar, but he overthrew him. That is something that Philadelphia has always been good with, and even Andy Reid in his days with the Philadelphia Eagles and now with Kansas City. Trickery with the football with the quarterback, handling the football and deception.
A lot of misdirection. They want your eyes as a defense to go one place, and they want to end up in another. And that's what they tried to do there, except New England was not fooled and covered it well.
Philadelphia hit 2 third downs on this drive. They'll have a 3rd and goal at the New England 7. Ertz is in motion. Foles to the end zone. Deflected away, incomplete. Rowe knocked it away. So the Patriots, as they did all season long, they gave up yards, but when teams got into the red zone, they tightened up, and now Philadelphia will attempt a field goal.
And Philadelphia cost themselves with the 5-yard penalty. Look at the pressure by number 92, James Harrison. Getting into the face of Nick Foles. He can't step into the throw, but look at the coverage downfield. Eric Rowe has Alshon Jeffrey. Nowhere to go with that one. Rowe knocks it away.
Jake Elliott in to try a 25-yard field goal. Donnie Jones, the holder. The operation is clean, and Elliott converts from 25 yards out. So the Philadelphia Eagles get on the board first. They lead the Patriots 3-0.
At a banquet 3 days before Super Bowl III, New York Jets quarterback Joe Namath publicly guaranteed that his team would beat the Baltimore Colts. And he didn't let his fans down. NFL Hall of Famer Johnny Unitas entered the game and led Baltimore to their only score. But the lone touchdown wouldn't be enough. With an air attack attack led by Namath and a solid ground game led by fullback Matt Snell, the Jets plowed down the field for 3 field goals and a touchdown. And true to his word, Namath and his Jets walked away with the first Super Bowl victory by an AFL franchise.
And the ball game is over. There's the gun, and the Jets are champions of the football world.
Considered to be the greatest Baltimore Raven of all time.
Back at Super Bowl 52, the Philadelphia Eagles with a 3-0 lead. Look at points scored by quarter the last 7 Super Bowls. None for the Patriots in the first quarter, which is absolutely amazing considering they've won 5 of them. But then you get to the fourth quarter and overtime and saw the great comeback last year against Atlanta.
And what they tell you by that is no lead is safe. You know, and just not that they're not trying to score in the first quarter. It's one of those odd statistics. Bottom line is they win way more than they lose.
Tom Brady talking with offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. He's waiting for his turn after Philadelphia put together an impressive drive. Nick Foles was 6 of 9 for 61 yards, hit 2 third downs and 5 different receivers on that opening drive.
5-yard penalty against his tight end Ertz really hurt them down the stretch when they attempted to score from inside the 10.
Elliott with the kickoff. Dion Lewis back deep for New England. And when he takes that knee, the ball will be moved out to the 25-yard line for a touchback. Tom Brady, who picked up his 3rd league MVP last night, getting ready to lead his offense onto the field here at Super Bowl 52.
Super Bowl 10, the Dallas Cowboys again fell to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh quarterback Terry Bradshaw threw for 318 yards to earn the award for the most valuable player. The Cowboys kept pace, but when the clock finally ticked down, the Pittsburgh Steelers had their 3rd Super Bowl title. The following year, Pittsburgh again made it to the big game, taking on the Los Angeles Rams in Super Bowl 14.
Bradshaw pumping, firing downfield. There goes Stallworth. He pulls it in at the 30.
In the final period, Bradshaw lofted a 73-yard touchdown pass to John Stallworth to put the Steelers in front to stay. Franco Harris then scored on a 1-yard run to capture the 4th Super Bowl for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Super Bowl 52 in downtown. And as he steps on the field for the first time here at Super Bowl 52, Charles, he finds himself on the short end of a 3-0 score. And most valuable player since 2001 to play in the Super Bowl, and it hasn't gone well for the MVPs. But typical Brady, it's probably something in the back of his mind, and it's some other thing, some other mountain he wants to climb.
Just one more record to add to the mantle.
Chris Hogan is in motion. Dion Lewis is the tailback. Brady sets a screen left, and the pass incomplete. It bounced in front of Brandon Cooks. Tom Brady, the oldest league's most valuable player in history at 40 years of age. led the league in passing yards. No passing champion has ever won a Super Bowl. 0-5 when they've made it to the Super Bowl. Second and 10 for the Patriots from their own 25-yard line. Brady works it underneath, and that's James White, the hero of last year's Super Bowl. Able to pick up 15 and a first down, and you notice they kept Gronkowski in the block there.
They turned it into a matchup game because they took James White, and normally a running back, and moved him outside to a receiver position against Malcolm Jenkins, who's a terrific player, but coverage isn't his forte against the receivers.
Screen for White, tackled at about the 44. There is a flag on the play. And Brady thinks that he got the Eagles with too many men on the field.
Defense, 12 men on the field at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
And Brady saw that, and that's why they went quick. There's Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles. He's done a fantastic job. You know, you think of the different incarnations of the New England Patriots. You think about when Charlie Weiss was their offensive coordinator, how big the screen game was. That could be huge against this Philadelphia pass rush. Lewis in a one-back set on the 1st and 5. Underneath, wide open, Chris Hogan picks up a block inside the 30 and finally dragged down after a gain of 28.
And how about New England getting the big play and getting right back to the line of scrimmage, wanting to go quickly? That holds the defense on the field for Philadelphia, and they're going to try and tire them out early in this game.
Little end around to Hogan, looking for a block, and gets cut down by Mills after a gain of 3.
Take a look at the tight end, Rob Gronkowski. He's not just a pass catcher. Look at him come across the line of scrimmage, down the line, and level a Philadelphia Eagle with a terrific block. Looked like number 96, Derek Barnett, the rookie out of Tennessee.
You know, during the season, the New York Giants played Philadelphia tough twice and lost both times, but they went no huddle and hurry up for 69 snaps. And it caused Philadelphia some issues. Brady dropped. He's got the first down, tackled by McLeod, but it's a first down after a gain of 9.
So are you saying the New England coaching staff watched a little film and learned something, right? Kind of went to school there, and they have the type of team who can adapt and run that scheme. Watch on this play. Number 87, Rob Gronkowski, gets into the secondary. Perfect sight lines for Tom Brady, and he delivers a strike for another big play downfield.
The Patriots in the red zone. First and 10 at the Philadelphia 14.
No.
Brady completes it to the 8-yard line to White. Had to make a sliding catch, picks up 5, touchdown by Nigel Bradham.
You mentioned when Philadelphia had the ball how much they like misdirection and, change of pace types of plays. We're seeing the exact same thing from New England. They're using Philadelphia's defensive speed against themselves, moving them in one direction, hitting back in an opposite side.
And a lot of it coming out of a power run formation, which they're in right now. White, nowhere to go. Bradham stops him for no gain. Chris Hogan, who's had a nice impact to start this game, comes in. 7 plays, 67 yards. Patriots facing a 3rd and 4. Remember, Philadelphia hit their first 2 third downs and got stopped on 3rd and goal at the 7. This is a 3rd and 4 from the 8. New England gets to the 4-yard line. They get the first down. Brady to the end zone, deflected, incomplete, intended for Gronkowski. Jalen Mills knocked it away.
This is a matchup that you would like in terms of size if you're Rob Gronkowski. But speed and agility, Jalen Mills does a nice job of attaching himself to number 87 and having enough confidence to come in front and knock the football away. Excellent play by Mills from his cornerback position.
Second-year player out of LSU. So Stephen Gostkowski will try a 26-yard field goal. Ryan Allen is the holder. And that kick is good. So both teams on their opening possession have had the ball inside their opponent's 10-yard line. Both teams have settled for field goal. We are tied at 3 at Super Bowl 52. At Super Bowl 52, Philadelphia got the football first, and on a 3rd and 4, Nick Foles gets things going and converts it to Alshon Jeffrey. They would convert another 3rd down, but on 3rd and goal at the 7, they were stopped, so Jake Elliott kicks a 25-yard field goal. Then the Philadelphia Eagles defense on the field, and Chris Hogan of the Patriots with a big catch and run down the left sideline. But again, Philadelphia's defense stiffens inside the 10, and Gostkowski with a 26-yarder to tie it up at 3. Back at Super Bowl 52 inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Bob Papa, Charles Davis, the Patriots, and the Eagles tied up at 3. Each team has had the football once, put together nice drives, and that's the first time that the Patriots have scored any points in the first quarter under Bill Belichick.
So that was 7 Super Bowls prior, correct?
7 Super
So
Bowls
this is
prior.
the 8th. But you know what was interesting? It sounded like such a bad stat. They only gave up 15 points in the first quarter total in all those Super Bowls, so the games never got away from them.
Tom Brady on that opening series, 4 of 6 for 58 yards, including a 28-yarder. Nick Foles had a good first series of his own, 6 of 9 for 61 yards. Both of these teams outstanding at making in-game adjustments. Gostkowski to kick it off. Warner and Clement back deep. Warner from the zone 2. Hit by Richards and dropped at about the 23-yard line. So each team had a chance to sort of taste the other team's power a little bit, feel for the tempo. What adjustment does New England have to make defensively against this Philadelphia offense?
I think for New England, it's just getting solid in what they're doing. Early in games like this, no matter who you are, even the New England Patriots who've been here before, emotion plays a part of it. They chased a few ghosts early on in the misdirection. Just follow their assignments. As Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia, the defense coordinator, like to say, take your eyes to the right place and don't be fooled.
Hurts in motion. Foles. Aguilar spins out of a tackle and then stood up at the 31-yard line. James Harrison had them all lined up and didn't get him to the ground. Gain of 8.
Went for the big shot, but as you mentioned, couldn't get him on the ground, didn't wrap him up and put a proper tackle on him, and Aguilar spun out of it for additional yardage. Harrison has this play, drops into coverage, sees it, comes through Corey Clement. He has it right there, ducks his head a little bit and doesn't see his target, and Aguilar makes him miss.
James Harrison, the former Pittsburgh Steeler. Second and 2. Blunt with a first down and more across midfield. LeGarrette Blunt, the former Patriot, with a 36-yard run.
we talked about the right side of the offensive line. How about the left side? Kelsey, the center, 62. Wisniewski, the guard, 61. Vaitai at left tackle creates a nice gap for Blunt to get through. And then he's hard to tackle once he gets into the open field. Look how he splits one tackler, and now he gets to the secondary and gets to the corner, and it turns into a foot race before Harmon hauls him down.
First and 10 at the New England 34. Foles for the deep ball. Caught for the touchdown by Alshon Jeffrey.
Nick Foles is known for his basketball acumen. Could have been a big-time college basketball player. He plays basketball here with Alshon Jeffrey, and they play above the rim and above the coverage of Eric Rowe, the former Philadelphia Eagle at cornerback. Puts it up high, says Alshon Jeffrey, at 6'3" tall, go up and get it. And he does for the initial touchdown of the game.
Eric Rowe is beaten on the play. So after a 36-yard run, a 34-yard touchdown pass, his 10th touchdown in the last 12 games for the former Chicago Bear.
How about Nick Foles just giving his receiver an opportunity, telling him, I trust you in a one-on-one situation.
And they're picking on Eric Rowe, the former Philadelphia Eagle. Elliott for the extra point. And he missed it to the right. It drifted right, and Jake Elliott misses the extra point. So the score is 9-3 Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with a 34-yard touchdown catch over the top of Eric Rowe. And the Eagles have the lead.
In the final dance of a Cinderella season, the Oakland Raiders waltzed over the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 50.
Third and goal on the 2. Plunkett drops back to pass. Steps up. He looks. Over the middle. He's got it. Touchdown Raiders!
The Raiders dominated with their passing game, leaving the NFC champion Eagles stunned.
Plunkett on a straight drop back. Here comes the
Comeback
rush.
quarterback Jim Plunkett threw for 261 yards and 3 touchdowns, including an 80-yard bomb to Kenny King that was the highlight of the game. Oakland walked away with the victory, becoming the first wild card team to win a Super Bowl.
At Super Bowl 52, the Philadelphia Eagles score the first touchdown of the game. And they've outscored their opponents by 58 points in the first quarter this season. Alshon Jeffrey with a 34-yard touchdown catch. Nick Foles had some pressure on him too, Charles, but he hung in there and was able to get the pass over the top, and it's been a rough start for Eric Rowe of the New England Patriots.
And they have definitely targeted him and like to pick on him. Eric Rowe's had some struggles in one-on-one situations, especially versus slot receivers, guys closer to the inside. But in this case, it's just 6'3", 220 pounds of Alshon Jeffrey. Created the separation downfield. Foles put it up high and let him go get it.
Dion Lewis back deep for the Patriots. Foles 8 of 11 for 102 yards already. Lewis doesn't even make it to the 20. Najee Good on the tackle. The Tom Brady back on the field. Got a field goal in his first possession. Looking to get the Patriots back on top.
In Super Bowl 20, the unstoppable Chicago Bears met the AFC wildcard New England Patriots. Following an early turnover by Chicago, New England would be the first to score, but the Patriots were then forced to watch their fragile lead get blown away in a record-breaking tidal wave of points. Jim McMahon and his solid offense marched over the Patriot defense for 408 yards, 3 field goals, and 4 touchdowns. Led by MVP Richard Dent, the Bears' league-leading defense registered 7 sacks and limited the Patriots to a meager 7 rushing yards, enabling Chicago to walk off with a decisive win.
At Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis, the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Foles, a 34-yard touchdown pass to Alshon Jeffrey. And Philadelphia missed the extra point, so the lead is 9-3. And it's interesting for New England, we haven't seen Malcolm Butler, who was the hero of the Super Bowl 49 with the interception against Seattle, has not been on the field. He's a guy that played 95% of their snaps this year.
It doesn't make sense unless there's an injury or a disciplinary issue that we're not aware of. Highly unusual for him to be off the field.
And the Eagles offense is gobbling up Eric Rowe. Second offensive possession for New England. Dion Lewis runs out of a tackle and picks up 8 on first down. Tim Jernigan got a hand on him, but he couldn't get him to the ground.
Sometimes the Eagles' defensive front can be so quick off the ball and upfield that they run past guys. See that? Jernigan got great push, but he was upfield so far, so fast, that when Devlin made the nice block, Lewis was through the hole.
Second and 2 and a false start on Rob Gronkowski.
False start. Offense. Number 87. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That's the first offensive penalty against the New England Patriots so far in this postseason. This is their 3rd game.
And how about this for tonight? Both tight ends lead their teams in receptions. Zach Ertz for Philadelphia, Rob Gronkowski for New England. Both of them have false starts early in this game.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 for New England. On their own 21. Brady going deep for Hogan. And the pass incomplete. He had a step. Vinny Curry got a little pressure on Brady.
Watch Curry, number 75, coming off the edge, working against Nate Solder, number 77. But the pressure really is what comes inside. Fletcher Cox affecting the play as well. And that's what you talked about at the top of this game, Bob.
3rd and 7 for New England. With 1:41 to go here in the first quarter. The Eagles fans making a lot of noise for Brady and the Patriots. Brady trying the deep ball. He's got a man wide open. Amendola. Danny Amendola inside the 30 and tackled at the 29.
Danny Amendola started that formation outside, flipped inside to get the matchup they wanted, and then ran to the outside, and the Eagles lost coverage. And Tom Brady bought time in the pocket and was able to step up and throw it deep to Amendola.
Gain of 50 for Amendola. From the Philadelphia 29, Brady, Hogan, first down to the 18, gain of 11. And if Philadelphia hadn't gotten pressure on that previous play, it would have been a touchdown. Amendola had to wait for it because Brady had to buy time.
Brady had to buy the extra time, and then he was wide open, but he couldn't get it out to him where he could run underneath it.
On a 1st and 10, James White tripped up by the turf, tackled at the 11-yard line with a gain of 6. Tom Brady wants his team to go no huddle here.
That keeps the Philadelphia Eagles from substituting on defense. I think Brady feels like he's got some matchups he can exploit.
2nd and 4. White again stopped a yard short of the first down on the final play of the first quarter. So when we start the second quarter, the Patriots will have a 3rd and 1 inside the 10-yard line. Danny Amendola with a big 50-yard catch. Eagles lead it 9-3 after the first. With the score tied at 3 in the first quarter, Philadelphia on their second offensive possession. LeGarrette Blount, the former New England Patriot, is able to rip off a long run, knifing through the Patriots defense, setting up a 1st and 10 at the New England 34. Nick Foles over the top. Alshon Jeffrey with a touchdown catch of 34 yards. Nick Foles off to a great start. Eagles lead it after 1. Except for the start of the second quarter, Eagles lead the Patriots 9-3 in the 52nd Super Bowl. And for the first time in Super Bowl history, both quarterbacks have thrown for over 100 yards in the first quarter. Did not happen in the previous 51 Super Bowls. Bob Papa, along with Charles Davis, New England, and Tom Brady have struck back quickly. A 50-yard pass to Danny Amendola. The Patriots will start the second quarter facing a 3rd and 1 deep in Philadelphia territory. No nerves for Nick Foles, for sure. And Tom Brady, nothing ever bothers Tom. Josh McDaniels looking at that play sheet. It'll be 3rd and 1 for New England at the 9-yard line of Philadelphia.
So, Bob, when you think about where we are, and you mentioned this first quarter, when we talk about this sport internationally, most people understand track and field, right? Sure. That's what we've got going on right now. It's a track meet going back and forth, and this is a big, big play here. I expect New England to throw the ball in this situation.
3rd and 1 to start the second quarter at the Philadelphia 9-yard line. Brandon Cooks on the handoff, tries to hurdle his man, and he stopped short of the first down. Rodney McLeod with a special play.
That was an excellent job by Rodney McLeod, the safety number 23, diagnosing and understanding the play and putting himself in a spot to make it. Look at where he came from with a sprint and doesn't let himself get hurdled and puts him down with a big tackle.
Well, you mentioned track and field. The next thing you know, a hurdle breaks out. And look, let's not discount the play of Chris Long on the end that forced Cooks out to give McLeod an opportunity to close the space. 26-yard field goal for Gostkowski. Band snap. He hooks it off the left upright. No good. There's a bad snap from Joe Cardona. Ryan Allen got it down. But Gostkowski could not make the kick.
Timing was all thrown off, and so far in this game, we've had a missed extra point by Elliott of the Eagles. And then this one, I don't know if the snap was as bad as he just absolutely missed catching the football. It was a little bit inside, but he flat out just did not catch the football. And there's the special teams coach for the Patriots, Joe Judge, and the head coach for the Eagles rejoicing. He's seen a missed extra point, and now he gets back a missed field goal.
So Brady and the Patriots had a nice drive, but they missed on a 3rd and 1 at the Philadelphia 9. And then the field goal goes awry. So Philadelphia, who has scored on their first 2 possessions, back on offense. 1st and 10 for their own 20. Ajayi. Not a lot of room. Gets about 2 for his forward progress is stopped.
Look at the surge by the New England defensive front, though, at the line of scrimmage where the ball is snapped. And see how quickly Kyle Van Noy, number 53, is into the backfield. Threw off the timing of the play. It made it very difficult for Ajayi to find room.
Corey Clement comes in as the running back for Philadelphia and goes in motion to the top of your screen. 2nd and 8 for Foles. Plenty of time now, chased by Flowers, hit by Flowers, and Foles wisely throws it away, incomplete. So for the first time, New England got some pressure on Nick Foles. Defensive coordinator Matt Patricia is expected to take the head coaching job with the Detroit Lions. Won Super Bowl 52 passes, trying to dial up the right defense on this 3rd and 8. Foles chased, escapes. Foles incomplete. Gets it away cleanly. Fair catch called for by Amendola. 41-yard punt, no return. Tom Brady going back to work. Eagles lead it 9-3 here in the 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 52.
It was hard for any 49er fan not to toot his own horn after Super Bowls 23 and 24. Challenging the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl 23, Jerry Rice pulled down 11 receptions for 215 yards and a touchdown. Despite Rice's grand performance, San Francisco found themselves trailing the Bengals late in the game, but the 49ers would battle back with an 11-play, 92-yard drive. Super Bowl 24 saw a meeting of 2 quarterback legends, John Elway and Joe Montana. MVP Montana threw 5 touchdowns to lead a rout over the Broncos and give George Seifert a Super Bowl win in his first season as head coach.
Back at Super Bowl 52, you take a look at the New England Patriots, and the margins of victory have been tight, whether they've won or lost. And last year, their biggest margin of victory because they scored a touchdown in overtime to beat Atlanta.
Isn't it a little strange to see that when they've been so dominant in their run and winning titles? You would expect at least one Super Bowl blowout in there, but they're the master of the close game, and they win them way more often than they lose them.
Tom Brady has played 7 Super Bowls, playing in his 8th. The entire Eagles team has a combined 7 Super Bowl games played in. Bill Belichick's team has moved the ball, but failure to convert a 3rd and 1 at the 9-yard line of Philadelphia, and then mishandling of the snap, and Gostkowski not able to hit the 26-yard field goal, so no points on that possession that was highlighted by a 50-yard pass to Danny Amendola. But you know what? They got a 3-and-out, Charles, so you get the offense right back on the field and kind of get back to what you're doing.
And remember, they deferred at the start of the game because, as you pointed out, they want that extra possession into the first half, beginning of the second half. Now they might have stolen another possession to help their offense.
Patriots starting from their own 37. Brady feels some pressure. Heaves it down the middle. Brandon Cooks, wide open, takes a huge shot from Malcolm Jenkins at the 40, and he is down and hurt after a gain of 23.
Watch number 14, Cooks, wide open off the start. Look at the move he put on Ronald Darby, number 41. But when he circled back, never saw Malcolm Jenkins coming from his coverage from the outside in. And a clean hit. Shoulder into the shoulder and chest area of Brandon Cooks. But very strong with a big collision. Tom Brady took a shot in the pocket as well. Looked like number 53, Nigel Bradham.
Well, this could be a huge situation here for the New England Patriots because Brandon Cooks is that deep threat. Malcolm Jenkins with the big hit. Eagles in front, 9-3.
Super Bowl 21 saw giant cars, giant crowds, and a New York Giant team with giant success over the Denver Broncos. The day belonged to New York quarterback Phil Simms, whose 10 consecutive completions highlighted a 30-point second half that earned him the MVP award. 4 years later, New York won by a sliver in the silver anniversary of the Super Bowl. Employing their ball control offense, the Giants maintained possession for 40 minutes. Still, Buffalo managed to keep up, getting the ball within field goal range in the game's final seconds. But Scott Norwood's 47-yard field goal attempt sailed right, preserving New York's lead.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 52. The Eagles with a 9-3 lead over New England. Rewatch Super Bowl 52 on demand with NFL Game Pass. Sign up for NFL Game Pass today for access to all games this season on demand, live post-game coverage with NFL Network, and much more. And let's take a look at the hit Tom Brady took as Nigel Bradham came in and gave him a shot to the midsection.
He's got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. And that's the type of pressure Philadelphia wants to put on him. It's not just the hit, Bob. It's that their ability to get in his face and him and his inability to step into throws and make the throws he wants. That's what Bradham took away on that play.
Brandon Cooks did walk off the field under his own power after the big hit from Jenkins. Nearly intercepted by Jenkins, intended for James White.
Excellent coverage this time by number 27, Malcolm Jenkins. Earlier in the game, James White got him on a pass route. This time he stays on his shoulder, and when the ball's thrown a little bit inside and behind, Jenkins is able to make a play on the football. That ball's got to be ahead of White so he can make the play and keep Jenkins on his back.
2nd and 10 for the Patriots at the 40-yard line of Philadelphia. Lewis moves the pile forward as Bradham lost his helmet. Gain of 5 on the play. Will set up a manageable 3rd and 5 for New England. Things getting a little heated there. Rodney McLeod of the Eagles, some of the Patriots barking at each other.
It's already heated to begin with because it's the Super Bowl, but after that hit on Brandon Cooks, that's going to take it up a little bit more. Another notch.
Philip Dorsett, number 13 in for New England. 3rd and 5. Lewis, Amendola. He's got Brady wide open and he dropped it.
The last time these two teams met was in 2015 in New England, and they ran that exact play and gained big yardage on it. In this case, as you pointed out, it's there. A nice throw by Amendola, and Tom Brady doesn't look it in. He's a great quarterback, but he's not necessarily your top receiver. That ball's there for the taking.
New England's going to go for it on 4th and 5 at the Philadelphia 40. So a missed opportunity for the Patriots there. Amendola in motion. Pressure. Brady for drop. Incomplete. And the Patriots turn it over on downs.
Brandon Graham puts some pressure on him, makes it tough for him to step into the throw and make it accurate. And the Patriots miss an opportunity.
At Super Bowl 52, at the end of the first quarter, Tom Brady waits, buys some time, hits Danny Amendola on a 50-yard pass play. Then the Patriots try and end around. Brandon Cooks tries to go over. Rodney McLeod stops him on that 3rd and 1. Then Allen mishandles the snap, and Gostkowski misses the 26-yard field goal off the left upright. Patriots still trailing the Eagles 9-3 in the second quarter.
The Philadelphia Eagles cheerleader.
Back at Super Bowl 52, the Philadelphia Eagles with a 9-3 lead. You got to look at Carson Wentz in his second year. 19-12 as a starter, was having a fantastic second year. 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Suffered a knee injury in a game against the Los Angeles Rams that ended his season. And Nick Foles has come off the bench and done just fine. But it's got to be tough watching if you're Carson Wentz.
He's there to support his teammate, Nick Foles, his team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Got to be eating his heart out that he's not out there leading his team.
So the Patriots went for it on 4th and 5. And that's where Philadelphia takes over. Uzayi hit by Flowers, and then the rest of the Patriots rallied to the ball, holding it to a gain of a loss of a yard. During the national anthem, there's Malcolm Butler with his hands over his eyes. We have not seen him in the game. course, he's a guy that has been a constant in the Patriots defense. Could be a free agent at the end of the year, but right now Philadelphia has picked on Eric Rowe. 2nd and 11, Ajayi runs out of a Harrison tackle and another tackle, and finally able to pick up about 3 or 4. Guy got him to the ground along with Landon Roberts. There is Malcolm Butler, number 21. Who's been such a mainstay for the Patriots.
And watch Ajayi. He does an excellent job of getting past one tackler, a second tackler. But look at the white shirts that show up. There's 3 more, 4 more, 5 more that close the gap.
Big 3rd and 7 here for the Eagles. Ertz in motion, comes set in the right slot. Foles with time, wide open Ertz. 1st down and more, inside Patriot territory. It's a gain of 19, 1st down Eagles.
Getting their number 1 receiver involved. He's the 3rd receiver in from the right side, number 86. And he wins this route by being physical. Actually uses an arm to push number 37, Jordan Richards, off of him downfield. See right there? Use that inside arm and created separation in space. And picks up a big 1st down. And there's his wife, Julie Ertz, a member of the U.S. women's soccer team.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 43 of New England. Foles on the play action. Wow, he had Jeffrey wide open and he just threw it too high.
Didn't see him step into that one, Bob. He had an opportunity, and he just tried to rely on his arm. And because he didn't step into it and point towards the target, the ball sailed on him. And what should have been an easy completion to Alshon Jeffrey turned into an incompletion downfield.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 in New England territory for Philadelphia. Foles, deep ball. Jeffrey made the catch at the 21-yard line. Gain of 22.
Jeffrey's pretty well locked in right now. He's really gotten hot during the postseason. And look at that. Really excellent concentration because Stephon Gilmore read it late and tried to fall back into coverage. That ball's well thrown, and Jeffrey hauls it in.
Yeah, that was not an easy catch.
Almost like a baseball center fielder directly over his head, trying to locate the ball, and he did.
Garrett Blunt in after that gain of 22. Blunt with room. Blunt to the 5. Blunt for the touchdown. The former Patriot LeGarrette Blunt with a 21-yard touchdown.
And we've talked about the right side of the offensive line and their virtues. How about this time to the left side? Look at them hold the point of attack. Selleck, 87, with a tremendous block. Vaitai, 72, gets downfield and clears space. And Blunt, with excellent vision, reads the cut inside and powers his way to the end zone.
Philadelphia is going to go for 2 here. Remember, they had the missed extra point on the season. In the regular season, Philadelphia converted 6 of 9 on 2-point conversions, which led the NFL.
No, they're trying to get the point back, but it's early to chase them.
Instead, it's Jeffrey, knocked away by Rowe. And I agree with you. You kick the extra point.
I'm a big advocate of kicking the extra point.
You don't start
that
going.
Point can come back and haunt you later as well.
No doubt about it. Eagles in front, 15-3 in the second.
Packers are number 1.
In Super Bowl 31, the Green Bay Packers matched forces with the New England Patriots. Green Bay came out fighting, scoring on the second play of their first possession, and they never let up.
This time he's going to go long upfield. There's wide open for Freeman. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25 down the sideline. And Antonio Freeman on a perfect throw by Brett Favre.
Howard has to back up. He can get the run from the goal line to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. Through a hole to the 20,
MVP
to the 30,
Desmond
outside,
Howard
to the
returned to
40.
kick off 99 yards for a touchdown in the fourth quarter for a final crushing blow as the Packers reclaimed the Super Bowl trophy that had first been theirs 29 years ago.
World champion, Green Bay Packers.
At Super Bowl 52, the Philadelphia Eagles lead the New England Patriots 15-3. And LeGarrette Blount with his 11th postseason rushing touchdown. The most for any active player. Marshawn Lynch has 9, and Tom Brady, of all people, has 6. When you play in as many postseason games with Brady, eventually you're going to have them. But Brady had a big drop on that last possession. How about this? New England, 3 possessions. All 3 times they've been in Philadelphia territory, and they only have 3 points to show for it. And Brady had a big drop on that last sequence. They went for it on 4th down, and they failed.
I know that New England fans say, remember, 28-3 last year came back and got them. But that's not the kind of hole you want to dig year after year to try and climb out of.
Lewis will take a knee, so New England will start at the 25-yard line. And it almost feels, Charles, imperative here that Brady and the Patriots score points on this possession. You can't have the ball inside the 10 and not even get 3. You miss on a gadget play. You're only running that once.
Yes.
And you missed on it. That they need some points before this game can spin out of control. And Philadelphia is the kind of team that will just look to build on that momentum.
How about at worst case, a 7 to 10 play drive that tamps things down a little bit, lets their defense settle down a little.
Screen, Rex Burkhead. Burkhead across midfield. Burkhead to the 30 and finally dragged down from behind by Corey Graham. Gain of 46.
Were you not the one that talked about misdirection, taking eyes to the wrong place? They did it there, and now they come right back to the line of scrimmage after building up the momentum with the big gain, and they'll come right back at them.
1st and 10 at the 29. Brady under pressure, and that pass incomplete. Again, Philadelphia is doing a good job of getting pressure on the inside against Brady.
And that's where it has to happen. If you go back to the Super Bowl against Seattle when they came back from 10 down in the 4th quarter to win it, that's where the pressure was giving them trouble until they got that figured out. On that screen to Burkhead, a couple of fakes, got some people out of position, and then Burkhead did the rest.
Second and 10 at the Philadelphia 29. Amendola in motion. Takes the slip screen. Philadelphia had it read perfectly. Malcolm Jenkins was there to limit the game to 2. Vinny Curry nearly batted that pass away for Amendola. But now big 3rd down here for New England. 3rd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Screen to nowhere as White didn't get out in the flat.
I think he might have gotten bumped off of his route when he tried to get out into it. I don't know if it was Chris Long, the defensive end, who's made a lot of nice plays that you've mentioned that have gone somewhat unnoticed. But I think he had an effect on that play where the back couldn't get out into the flat and make the play. Wow, look at long pass rush. See right there, he bumps him off. Chips him on that play. White can't get out to where the ball is. They lose the down.
Gostkowski will try a 45-yard field goal. Plenty of leg, and it is good. So the Patriots tack on another field goal, and with 7:24 to go in the half, the Eagles' lead is now 15-6. Here in Minneapolis at Super Bowl 52.
The AFC wildcard Denver Broncos climb to the top to pull off an upset over the favored Green Bay Packers.
Second and goal from the 1. Elway.
Denver running back Terrell Davis rushed for 157 yards and 3 touchdowns to become the MVP. With this victory, the Broncos ended the NFC's 13-season Super Bowl winning streak. In 1999, no one was surprised to see John Elway and his Broncos back in the big game as they took on the Atlanta Falcons in Super Bowl 33.
Down deep the middle of the field. Rod Smith got it.
Elway completed 18 of 29 passes for 336 yards and a touchdown and ran for another score himself to clinch back-to-back Super Bowls for the Denver Broncos.
Super Bowl 33 is history. The Denver Broncos are world champions once again. Back at Super Bowl 52, Bob Papa, Charles Davis, Philadelphia Eagles leading the New England Patriots 15-6. It's been a quiet game so far for Rob Gronkowski. Doug Peterson, the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, has dialed up some outstanding offensive plays, which kept New England off balance. Bill Belichick making his list, checking it twice. The Patriots have made some mistakes and missed some opportunities here in the first half.
Do you get the sense, though, that Doug Peterson knows you can never have a big enough lead? It was obvious last year against Atlanta.
Gostkowski with the kickoff that travels into the end zone. Barner will take a knee and the touchback, so Philadelphia will start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So you take a look at the Philadelphia Eagles opening possession of the game. Got held inside the 10-yard line, had to kick a field goal, then scored a touchdown on a 3-play 77-yard drive. A 3 and out, and then another touchdown drive with the Garrett Blount running it in from 21 yards out. Alshon Jeffrey has a 34-yard touchdown catch. But Philadelphia missed an extra point, and then they mistakenly, in my opinion, went for 2 chasing the points.
That's what I thought initially. I think we said it right at that time. And I know that Philadelphia's aggressive. They go for it on 4th down a lot. They have the most 2-point conversion tries in the league. But I thought they scored, had momentum, kicked the extra point there. Worry about that extra point later.
Corey Clement, the one back, false start against Zach Ertz. That's his second one.
False start. Offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's interesting, too, on this end of the field is where there's the largest majority of Eagles fans. And they know to be quiet when the Eagles are on offense. But
I think Zach Ertz just twice unforced errors. And at this stage, he should be settled and into the game. Not much excuse for that penalty from their all-star tight ends.
1st and 15 from the 20. Corey Clement. Harrison missed him again, and a gain of a yard. Landon Roberts on the tackle. Boy, James Harrison has missed 3 tackles so far today. As we take a look, quarterback comparison, and Nick Foles has been nearly perfect. 10 of 16, 143 yards and a touchdown. Brady's 9 of 16, 191 yards. But maybe the biggest mistake was the drop pass on a 3rd and 5 to Brady.
Yeah, where he went from quarterback to receiver. Ball was thrown pretty darn well by a wide receiver. A big play opportunity was lost.
Second and 14. Late pressure. Foles gets it away to Torrey Smith. Smith tackled at the 31-yard line by Malcolm Brown and Gilmore. Gain of 10, setting up a manageable third down for Philadelphia.
So be to the right side of your screen. That's where Torrey Smith will come open. But look at the pass protection. Nice job by Brooks, 79, sliding over to pick up the late rusher and allow Foles sight lines to throw the ball downfield to Smith.
Big third and 4 for Foles and the Eagles here. With 6 minutes to go in the half from their own 31. Ajayi's got the first down and more. Across midfield.
Normally that's a passing down for Philadelphia, but they felt like they had a mismatch in terms of the number of blockers versus the number of defenders, and they ran the ball. Look at Brandon Brooks, number 79. Gets upfield and creates a great crease, as does Wisniewski, 61, to get Ajayi sprung into the secondary.
26-yard run on a third and 4. Foles on first down with time. Deep ball for Jeffrey, intercepted. Off the deflection, Duron Harmon has it for New England. Alshon Jeffrey tried to make an acrobatic play, and he tipped it right to Duron Harmon. Big play by the Patriots defense with 5:01 to go in the half, and the Eagles up by 9. Super Bowl 52, New England was driving. Danny Amendola on a 3rd and 5 to Tom Brady, and Brady dropped it. New England then went for it on 4th down, got stopped. Zach Ertz worked in the middle of the field, opened things up. Alshon Jeffrey with a spectacular catch along the sideline, and that would set up Philadelphia's second touchdown. LeGarrette Blount on a 21-yard ramble through the Patriots defense. And that's where we stand. 15-6, Philadelphia in the second. At Super Bowl 52, the Philadelphia Eagles lead the New England Patriots 15-6. And a fortuitous tip of the football, and Duron Harmon gets New England's first takeaway in their last 5 games, the interception of Nick Foles. And really, it's a 50-50 ball. Jeffrey's trying to make a play. It's almost nobody's fault. It goes on Foles' record as an interception, but it's not as if it was a bad throw.
Earlier in the game, he put it up there and gave him an opportunity to turn into a touchdown. This one I thought was just a little bit short and allowed the defender to make a play on the ball.
Dion Lewis picks his way through the defense and picks up about 4. So it'll set up 2nd and 6 for Brady and the Patriots. They've moved the ball, but they haven't scored touchdowns. Philadelphia's defense has gotten stingy as New England has gotten deeper into the Eagles' territory. Amendola went in motion. 2nd and 6. Brock dropped it. took a hit and he dropped it. At the 19-yard line, that'll set up 3rd and 6 for New England.
Looked like teamwork by Philadelphia because they grabbed Gronk as he made the catch, and the second guy came in and frisked him and knocked the ball free.
Gronkowski's been targeted 4 times, has 1 catch for 9 yards against Jim Schwartz's defense.
And they've been trying to isolate him against Jalen Mills, a smaller corner, who's won 2 of those battles against Gronk.
3rd and 6 from the 14. Brady can't find Hogan, late flag, and I think they're going to get Jalen Mills.
If so, Mills had 9 penalties during the year in coverage. 5 of those for holding and 4 for pass interference.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 31. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
We'll take a look at it again. And
he's number 31, lined up close to the line of scrimmage and just holding Hogan throughout. You get a 5-yard cushion off the line of scrimmage. Keep your hands on a receiver. After 5, your hands have to be off. He held him the entire route.
So first down for the Patriots. Lewis out to the 24, picks up 5. Michael Kendricks on the tackle. With 4 minutes to go in the first half of Super Bowl 52. Justin Timberlake coming up at halftime.
This could set up what you talked about at the top of the show. Patriots, can they go down, have a big drive, score right before the half, and get the ball to start the second half as well?
2nd and 5. Lewis has the first down. Good patient running by Dion Lewis there. Gain of 7 for Lewis.
Got a nice escort from his left tackle, Nate Solder, number 77, to give him a crease. How about Fletcher Cox? You and I go back a little bit, and that face mask, Chuck Bednarik to me. Concrete Charlie, the legend, number 60. It's a very similar face mask that he played with. They need Cox to play like him in this game.
The last time the Philadelphia Eagles won an NFL championship was 1960. Trying to end that drought. 1st and 10 from the New England 31. Brady, Gronkowski incomplete. McLeod on the coverage. Philadelphia's done a really nice job of making every throw to Gronkowski contested.
Making it very difficult. Mills has been the smaller receiver on him before. This time they actually had 2 guys there. And he ran right into McLeod's territory, number 23. And Corey Graham, number 24, if he stopped the route or came back the other direction, he was in position to pick him up as well.
2nd and 10 for New England from their own 31. Brady with time. Brady, the deep ball for Hogan, who makes the catch at the 25-yard line of Philadelphia. He beat Jalen Mills. And that time Brady had protection, a completion of 42.
You talked about the inside pressure. He won't get it here. Just what you described. Watch him, clear throwing lane, able to step up and makes an excellent throw downfield. Drops it right in the bucket for Hogan, number 15, who beats Mills with a stutter and go route. Slows his feet down, gets Mills to stop, and goes past him.
Tom Brady has 3 passes in the first half of over 30 yards. He had none in the last 5 Super Bowls. James White's got a first down to the 10. White still going. Touchdown, New England. .26 yards. He scored the game winner in overtime last year against Atlanta, and James White gives the Patriots a spark here.
Watch the interior. Watch the center, number 60, David Andrews. See how he reaches out there and clears number 94, Bo Allen, out of the way, and then James White does his part, breaking 2 tackles in the secondary, and takes it into the end zone.
And remember, this drive stayed alive because of the penalty against Jalen Mills. And Gostkowski wildly misses the extra point left. I mean, that wasn't even close.
That looked like me on the driving range or even the first tee when I play golf. Just hooked it immediately. What they call that, a snap hook? Just took it all the way to the left. As you mentioned, that never had a chance, and there were no mechanical issues on the snap in the hold.
That wasn't even a hook. That was a pull.
Hook, pull, miss. I mean, badly. Look, that was missed so badly that if you could, you would take a point off the board. I mean, that was how bad that was. And you just can't. And that's so unusual to see from a kicker of Gostkowski's resume.
They missed one last year in the Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons. The Eagles have missed an extra point. They failed on a 2-point conversion. And with 2:04 to go in the half, the Eagles' lead is 3.
So does Doug Peterson know what he's doing by going for 2 instead of listening to us?
Varner on the return for Philadelphia. Varner got hit high by Gostkowski. It's a 28-yard return. James White's 4th touchdown in the last 2 Super Bowls. And it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And the Eagles back on offense with a 15-12 lead at the 2-minute warning. Well, Super Bowl 52 always tracks celebrities. Bradley Cooper and his girlfriend, Arena Shaq. Steph Curry of the Warriors, one of the sharpshooters of the NBA, taking in the sights of Super Bowl 52. How about Mike Trout, one of the best players in Major League Baseball? South Jersey resident, huge Eagles fan.
Huge Eagles fan. And there he is. Now I remember him as Puff Daddy. He's now Diddy. Sean Combs at the game and making sure he's well bundled up. And there's the Seattle Seahawks quarterback, Russell Wilson, and his singing wife, Ciara.
An international pop sensation. He's been in 11 different films. Chris Wu, singer, such a talented performer and entertainer. Music, actor, singer.
I saw him in one of the Xander Cage movies. But I gotta go back though. Steph Curry, Patriots sideline. I thought he was a Carolina Panthers fanatic. At the Carolina Panthers Super Bowl, he was hitting the drum, pound, Panthers pound. And he's jumping on the Patriots bandwagon.
Who knows? Maybe he's friends with Tom.
Listen, that's a good friend to have if indeed that's true.
Take a look at the running back comparison. LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi over 100 yards combined.
Big sprints, too, from both of them. Ajayi on a 3rd down. Blount, the big run.
The Eagles 11 carries for 100 yards. And LeGarrette Blount with the touchdown run. New England, though, has 302 yards of offense. But they trail by 3.
Remember, Blount won a Super Bowl ring last year with New England.
So remember, it was a tip ball to Alshon Jeffrey, and Duron Harmon gets the interception. And then it looks like Philadelphia has New England stopped on 3rd down, but Jalen Mills gets called for a holding penalty. And let's take a look at the interception one more time, and it's mostly bad luck.
Yeah, because remember earlier, he gave Alshon Jeffrey a chance in the end zone to make a play, and he did for a touchdown. Here the ball was a little bit short. Gilmore's making a play, so it's a contested one. So it would have been a one-arm catch, a one-handed catch by Jeffrey, and then it popped up as he fell to the ground, and Harmon came over and got it. To your point, if you're going to give him a chance in the end zone before, you can't question him giving him a chance there, and it just turned into bad luck and an excellent play for New England.
Well, let's see if Philadelphia can drive the ball again, because they have moved the ball against this New England defense. They've only had the 1 3-and-out. Remember, on that drive, they converted a 3rd and long to keep that drive alive using the run. It'll be interesting to see what Matt Patricia does, the defensive coordinator of the Patriots, to try to slow down this Philadelphia offense.
And if they can hold them to a short gain here, so if they start to use timeouts, try and get the ball back for their offense.
On his own 30, Hurts with the catch. Richards chases him out of bounds after a gain of about 7. Officially 6. Oh, 7. Officially 7. Stops the clock with 1:52 to go here in the first half. Justin Timberlake will be the halftime entertainment here at Super Bowl 52.
Cannot wait for that show. There has to be some tribute to Prince, since we're here in the Twin Cities, and Paisley Park was his stronghold.
2nd and 3 for Philadelphia. Foles with time. Foles to the sideline. Torrey Smith's got it. Incomplete. Rowe was on him, and Torrey Smith was bobbling the ball. He's juggling it. It's moving. Yep. That's incomplete.
That's a good job by Eric Rowe. Beat on the play, but doesn't give up on it. Watch two hands. He punches through with his left and continues to work him with his right hand and knocks the ball out.
Rowe has been picked on with Malcolm Butler not playing. The outstanding corner for the Patriots. The star of Super Bowl 49. 3rd and 3. Foles, plenty of time. Wide open Clement. He beat Richards. To the 30. Stiff arms a man. To the 10 and inside the 10 and tackled at the 8 by Chung.
And this is not good coverage by Jordan Richards because he's got too shallow of an angle when he covers Corey Clement. See, he's upfield too far. He's got to be back where he can make a play on the ball. Excellent throw by Foles. And look at that straight arm there by Clement as he runs right through Deron Harmon, number 30, and gains the additional yardage. And Philadelphia is in business.
New England's defense really has no answer for this Philadelphia offense. 1st and goal at the 8 after a 55-yard pass play. Clement fights off tackles again. Down to the 2.
He runs behind one of the best offensive lines in football. But in this situation, I'm giving almost all the credit to number 30, Corey Clement. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Watch the initial contact. 3 jerseys, and he comes out of the pile and continues to run and move and gain additional yardage. Look how he squirts through. Legs continuing to churn. And he almost squirts free and pops it towards the end zone.
Patriots used the first of their 3 timeouts. Each team is allotted in each half. Garrett Blunt comes out of the ball game.
They're continuing to get mismatches out of the backfield, Bob, with the running backs in the passing game.
2nd and goal at the 2. Collins in the backfield. Now Philadelphia shifts. Aguilar's in the backfield as the tailback. Clement instead on the inside handoff. Stood up and stopped after a gain of about a half yard. New England uses their 2nd timeout, so they're trying to save time if they can hold Philadelphia to a field goal, or even if Philadelphia scores a touchdown, to give Brady and the New England offense a chance to go back down the field. Because it's not as if New England hasn't been able to move the ball either. It's just Philadelphia is doing a better job of scoring.
And the kicking game has not exactly covered itself with glory on both sides.
3rd and goal for Philadelphia. With the ball just outside the 1-yard line of New England. Foles, Jeffrey, incomplete. No flag on Gilmore.
What you have to see is how much they're pushing each other. Officials say if you're both jostling, they keep the flag in their pocket. In this situation, I think that Alshon Jeffrey has an argument on his hands. He got his left arm pinned by Gilmore, and there was no flag.
Now Philadelphia is going to go for it here on 4th and goal at the 1. They hit a league-high 17 conversions on 4th down during the course of the season.
30-second timeout.
They were 17 of 26 on the season on fourth downs. Now, Philadelphia uses a timeout with 38 seconds.
But one thing you can easily say, the first time this coach, Doug Peterson, has been in the Super Bowl, stage has not been too big for him. He's been aggressive. He's gone after it. He's been under control in this game. And he's going to go ahead and show that aggressiveness one more time, it appears.
First time in Super Bowl history, both offenses have 300 or more yards in the first half. It was the first time in Super Bowl history that each quarterback threw for 100 yards in the first quarter. So it's 4th and goal at the 1. Give it to Burton. He throws to Foles. Touchdown. They're breaking out everything out of the playbook.
Now watch Foles. He goes down to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's audibling. All right, he's going to go up to the line of scrimmage and looks like he's telling everybody, okay, we're changing plays. He's sliding out there. Now here comes a direct snap. Toss to Trey Burton, who played some quarterback in college at the University of Florida, and Foles makes the catch.
Extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles' lead is now 10. First career reception for Nick Foles. So Brady dropped one, Foles caught one.
So how many times in your career did you think that you would be in a big game like this and you would say, Nick Foles, yes, Tom Brady, no? Amazing, isn't it? But Burton played a plethora of positions in college. He played fullback, he played tight end, he played wide receiver, he played quarterback. So he has those skills and talents, and they utilized them here. And Nick Foles, the basketball player, who would have been a Division I big-time player, showed his athletic ability, got out there and made the easy catch. And there's Mike Trout, who knows something about catching balls.
It's like, yeah, that was a home run as far as Mike Trout was concerned. And
Catch
Matt
it or
Patricia,
hit it.
the defensive coordinator of the Patriots, it's almost like you had to look up, wow, they got me on that one.
You almost felt like he was going to tip his cap across the field, didn't you? Like, well done, guys.
Bradley Cooper, huge Eagles fan, with Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie, celebrating the Eagles' third touchdown of the ball game. Lewis will take a knee. Patriots have one timeout and 34 seconds remaining in the half. So New England had an opportunity to get off the field, get a third down stop, gives up a big play. Corey Clement not able to, they were able to get Clement to the ground. Brady had the big drop. New England got no points out of that drive. And on 4th and goal from the 1, Nick Foles with the touchdown catch.
How about that for these two quarterbacks? Something Tom Brady was unable to do, Nick Foles did with aplomb.
34 seconds for Tom Brady can be an eternity. Airs it out downfield, nearly intercepted. Intended for Amendola. Jalen Mills on the coverage.
Did Corey Graham knock that one away from his own teammate? That was close. Let's take a look. Because Brady has plenty of time, but the coverage was good downfield. You got 4 deep. And they're just sitting on the football, and they come and make a play on it. Looked like there's some hands in there. Actually, Amendola made the play as a defender, knocking it away from the Philadelphia Eagles.
2nd and 10. Brady again completes it to Dorsett. Philip Dorsett, third-year player out of Miami, and New England will use their last timeout with 20 seconds to go after a gain of 19.
Philadelphia Eagles have not given up points on the last drive of the first half since week 1 of this season. And that happened against Washington in their season opener. Since then, no one scored in the last 2 minutes of the half against them.
Yeah, New England out of timeouts now. 22 seconds to go in the half. They don't have Brandon Cooks. He is out of the game with a concussion. Will not return after the hit by Jenkins. 1st and 10 from the New England 44. Brady under pressure. He's going to run it. Can't get out of bounds. Chased down by Brandon Graham.
He's going to get up there and try and spike it and preserve some time and try and get one more play for a Hail Mary. Do they have it?
Boy, I'm surprised that Brady didn't throw it away. He took off running. He should have just thrown it away to stop the clock. The 5 yards doesn't matter as much as the time that he lost.
That's an unusual play and decision for Tom Brady, who knows his skills and he also knows his limitations. Outrunning people is not one of his specialties. And the Eagles did not put in an Alshon Jeffrey deep as well. A lot of teams put a wide receiver in deep to try and play against the Hail Mary.
30-second timeout.
Philadelphia will use one of their remaining timeouts with 3 seconds to go on the half. So New England's moved the ball. They've got big chunk plays, but they haven't been able to score. They've squandered some opportunities. They only have 1 touchdown here in the first half, despite 350 yards or so of offense. And defensively, they have not been able to stop Philadelphia.
Now, a year ago at this time, they went into the half down 18. Correct? 21-3.
10's nothing.
10. They're looking at 10 like, really? We've done this before.
3 seconds to go. 3rd and 4 for New England from midfield. Eagles have 3 men 30 yards off the line of scrimmage. Amendola took a big screen play, and Philadelphia upends them to end the first half. So Philadelphia scored 3 touchdowns, and the NFC champions, looking for their first ever Super Bowl win, will take a 22-12 lead in the locker room at halftime. Tom Brady and the Patriots will have the ball to start the 3rd quarter here in Super Bowl 52. Well, prior to Super Bowl 52 at the tailgate, great performances by Sting and Darius Rucker.
Just a castaway, an island lost at sea. Another lonely day.
I don't believe what I saw. 100 billion bottles rush up on our shore. Seems I'm not alone in being alone. 100 billion cast away, looking for a home. I said that it's so much true. I said that it's so much true. I hope that someone gets by. I hope that someone gets my message in my bottle. Message in my bottle. Oh, message in my bottle. Oh, sending out an SOS. SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out. The girl that I loved in high school, who said she could do better, or the college I wanted to go to, till I got that letter. All the fights and the tears and the heartache, I thought I'd never get through, no. And the moment I almost gave up, all led me here to you. I didn't understand it way back when. Sitting here right now, it all makes perfect sense. For every stoplight I didn't make, every chance I knew all I didn't take, all the nights I went too far, and all the girls that broke my heart, all the doors that I had closed, all the things I knew but I didn't know. Thank God for all I've been. You can let me have it. Oh, we gonna do this tonight, y'all. Now I cried when my mama passed away, and now I got an angel looking out for me someday. So nothing a mistake. Every stoplight I didn't make, every chance I did or I didn't take, all the nights I went too far, and all the girls that broke my heart, all the doors that I closed, all the things I knew but I didn't know. Thank God for all I've been. Does it let me stay? Let me hear the
At Super Bowl 52, Darius Rucker and Sting, part of the pregame festivities. The Philadelphia Eagles leading the New England Patriots 22-12. At halftime, a rematch of Super Bowl 39, in which the Patriots defeated the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Eagles have outplayed them. Drove the ball down the field near the end of the first half, and Nick Foles catching a touchdown pass to push the lead to 10 at the half. Take a look at some of the first half stats here at Super Bowl 52. And see, the Patriots actually more first downs. Philadelphia's rushed the ball better. 350 yards for the Patriots to 323 for Philadelphia. First Super Bowl ever where both teams are over 300 yards in the first half. Foles intercepted once. Philadelphia controlled the time of possession, but Philadelphia has been able to make the scoring plays. New England had 3 possessions in the first quarter in Philadelphia territory and had a grand total of 3 points. Tom Brady had a big drop on a 3rd and 5 at the Philadelphia 35-yard line. Would have been a 20-yard pickup and kept the drive alive. They went for it on 4th down, and were not able to convert. Kicking game has been off for both teams. That missed extra points, missed field goals. Steven Gostkowski missed a makeable field goal of 26 yards. Hit the left upright after the snap was mishandled. And missed an extra point wide left. So that's where we stand. What adjustments will happen? The Patriots will get the ball to start the third quarter. And we've seen New England in Super Bowls past come out and put together a well-thought drive and start to change momentum with the start of the second half. We are just moments away from Justin Timberlake and his halftime performance here at Super Bowl 52. They are all fired up here at Minneapolis at Super Bowl 52 as we are ready for the halftime performance from Justin Timberlake here in Minneapolis.
The National Football League welcomes you to the Super Bowl 52 halftime show.
If you know what's good, haters gonna say it's fake. So, haters gonna say it's fake. So, shaking thing, you sing it to me. Come on now, I wanna rock your body. Please stay. You don't have to admit you wanna play. Come on, dance with me. Oh, now all my ladies say. No disrespect, I don't need no heart. I can't wait to get in my arms. Hurry up, go baby. Hold up, stop. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Tennessee Kids, and it goes like. Hey, Dad. It's too good. Hey. I'm bringing sexy back. Them other boys in a hard act. I think it's special what's behind your back. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack. we? Let me hear you sing the chorus. Come on. Come to the back. VIP. Come on and let me see what you're twerking with. Minneapolis. Everybody come on and just get sexy up. Get you sexy up. Get you sexy up. Get you sexy up. How we feeling over here? Let me hear you sing a hook one time and it goes like, I can see us walking on the beach out. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grass next. And you could be my, let me make you my. Come on. Don't it make you sad about it? Go on and just, baby, go on and just. Put your hands up, put your hands up.
How we gonna get down? I'ma leave it all on the floor tonight. And you got fixed up too nice. Let me show you. Let me show you what you like. Hey! Let the horn say. Let the horn say. Two-step, two-step, two-step. Let me see you put your cell phones up, Minneapolis. Let's light it up tonight. Woke up this morning. Heard the TV saying something about disaster in the world and made me wonder where I'm going. So much darkness in the world. I see beauty left in you, girl. What you give me lets me know that I'll be alright. 'Cause if your love was all I had, don't you know that that would be enough? Oh, you look so beautiful right now.
Minnesota, this one's for you. Not to woman, not to man. I am something that you never understand. I'll never beat you, I'll never lie. And if you're evil, I'll forget you by and by. 'Cause you, I will die for you. Yeah. Darling, if you want me to, you. Hey, I will die for you. Hey, 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 you. Come on. You're just a sinner, I am too. Yeah. When you go, yeah. When you say, make it go when you know that I'm a human, I'm a dove. I'm your precious, I know. It's to know that you believe. Say one more time, all night I will die for you. Two fingers in the air for Prince tonight. With a hand in my hand and a pocket full of soul, I can tell you there's no place we couldn't go. Put your hand on the glass, I'll reach out and pull it through. You just gotta be strong, yeah. Sing, I don't wanna lose you now. Woo! They can see the sun in my heart. There's a space to let it go. Show me how to fight now. And I tell you, baby, it was easy coming back into you once I figured it out. Somebody sing to me, it's like you're my mirror. My mirror staring back at me. I couldn't get any bigger with anyone else beside of me, yeah. It's clear as this promise never made. Two reflections into one. Hey, hey, my mirror staring back at me, staring back at me. Stop. Hey. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. Flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. Cause sunshine in my pocket. I got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Hey. I can't take my eyes off of it. Moving so phenomenally. More like the way we rock it. So don't stop. What's up? Under the lights when everything goes. No matter how you goes. When we move, well, you already know. So just a natural. Let me hear you, Minneapolis. Can see what you dance. So just dance. All those things I should do for you. No. Ain't nobody leaving so sweet. Put your hands up. Got this feeling in my body. Come on. Got this feeling in my body. Come on. Wanna see it in your body. Hey. Got this feeling in my body. Thank you. Thank you, Minneapolis. Super Bowl Celtics.
The National Football League thanks you for watching the Super Bowl 52 halftime show.
Thank you for watching this presentation of NFL Network.
Here in Minneapolis, what a performance by Justin Timberlake. The Eagles lead the Patriots 22-12. There's one half of football remaining for the season. Let's take a look back at the greatest images captured by NFL Films in 2017. morning at Super Bowl 52. The Philadelphia Eagles with a 10-point lead over the New England Patriots. Bob Papa along with Charles Davis. And let's take a look at how we got to this 22-12 score. Alshon Jeffrey with a big touchdown catch over Eric Rowe.
And how about the confidence of his quarterback, Nick Foles, to put it up there for him. And then another excellent throw and an even better catch by Jeffrey.
Then LeGarrette Blount on the next play, 21-yard touchdown run. Blount's 11th postseason touchdown. That's the most of any active player. And then New England gets a break here. Jeffries on a deep ball tips it up to Deron Harmon. And New England marches downfield, and James White gets New England's first touchdown and only touchdown of the first half. But New England's defense doesn't have an answer, and Corey Clement with a big catch and run.
A bad angle by Jordan Richards in the coverage, and Corey Clement did all the extra work with a big stiff arm. And then how about this play?
On 4th and goal from the 1.
After a timeout. They called timeout and came back and ran it anyway.
That's where we stand with the Eagles leading 22-12. The New England Patriots will get the ball to start the third quarter. Trying to come back from a 10-point deficit at halftime. And no great shakes because they were down 18 last year at the half and actually trailed by 25 in the third quarter and came back and beat Atlanta in overtime. Elliott with the kickoff. Lewis will take a knee. And New England will start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So Brady and the Patriots move the ball but not able to cash in. The Philadelphia Eagles have not allowed any points in the second half of the postseason so far this year. Can they pitch a shutout against the mighty Brady and the Patriots?
It's a tall order for them. Obviously, that's the goal, but that's a lot to ask.
Remember, New England did not come out and score in the first possession of the third quarter last year. Atlanta scored, and then they rallied. Brady to throw. Had Gronk, and he missed him. Had him wide open, and he missed him.
I think the Eagles defenders have done a lot of subtle things to chip away at timing. Watch Gronkowski go down the middle of the field, number 87, and watch Kendricks. Oh, I thought he had a hand on. My fault on that one. Just unable to connect. He's in the right spot. The ball's just not there.
James White in a tailback on a 2nd and 10 for New England. Hogan goes in motion. Brady with time again. This time he's got Gronkowski to midfield. Gain of 25, and that'll set up a first down for New England. Corey Graham on the coverage.
It's really hard to ruffle and fluster them, isn't it? So they don't connect on the play before. They come back and give them a chance again. Offensive line does a nice job with protection. They get a big play, and they come right back to the line of scrimmage.
Brady 300 yards passing, gives him 10,000 career postseason yards. Brady again to Gronk again. Gain of 24. So 25 and 24 to Gronk on back-to-back plays.
And defender Corey Graham comes up protesting. This is just a big boy play. Gronk's just bigger and stronger and just able to go over the top. Corey Graham looking for a call. Never get a flag there.
James White picks up about 4 on first down. So 1 minute into the third quarter. Patriots have already moved the ball down the field pretty easily.
And we saw some of this in the first half as well, where they get some nice plays and they continue to move quickly, move with dispatch, and have the Eagles back on their heels a little bit.
Second and 7 at the 22. Brady with time, and he's going to just throw it away. Devlin, the nearest receiver, and that'll set up 3rd and 6 for New England. The tone was set early in this game when New England moved the ball. Philadelphia was able to get some third down stops deep.
Remember early in the game, James White had a nice catch against Malcolm Jenkins, but lately Jenkins has done a nice job in coverage.
Big third down and 6. Brady, Gronkowski first down, working on Graham inside the 10 and wrestled down at the 9. It'll be first and goal, gain of 13. 3 catches for Gronkowski on this drive.
So Josh McDaniels not only decided to emphasize getting into Rob Gronkowski, he's finding the right matchups as well. Much bigger man is Gronkowski than Corey Graham trying to defend him.
White bounces off the tackle and takes it down to the 5. Chris Long on the tackle after a gain of 3. So Rob Gronkowski kind of quiet in the first half. 9 yards. He's got 63 yards here on the opening drive of the third quarter. Don't you almost feel like New England has to score a touchdown here?
Just to get themselves balanced and settled. And you know what else happens? Maybe you put a little doubt in the minds of the Eagles because they've seen this happen so many times before.
Second and goal at the Philadelphia 5. Brady, Gronkowski, touchdown. That was easy as New England goes 75 yards on the opening drive of the third quarter for the touchdown. And now they're within 4 with the extra point pending.
And look at the matchup again. Gronk against the cornerback. This is Ronald Darby. So again, size is an issue and a nice deft move by Gronkowski to get inside. But there's no way Darby is going to be able to climb through him at his size. Gronkowski, 6'6", 280 pounds nearly.
Gronkowski's extra point is good. And less than 3 minutes into the third quarter, the Patriots score a touchdown and within 3 here at Super Bowl 52.
Super Bowl 34 against the Tennessee Titans, the St. Louis Rams hope to write the final chapter in their storybook season. The Rams took a 16-0 lead when former NFL Europe star Kurt Warner hit Torrey Holt in the third quarter. The Titans responded with a rushing attack courtesy of Eddie George.
What a run! Touchdown, Titans!
With the game tied at 16 late in the fourth quarter, the Rams retaliated.
It is caught by Isaac Bruce. Makes the move to the 30, 25-20, and they won't catch him today. Touchdown, Rams!
The Titans still had one last chance.
McNair drops, throws right side for Dyson. He dives for the end zone. He came up 1 yard short.
An MVP trophy for Warner and a Super Bowl ring for head coach Dick Vermeil finalized this Cinderella story.
Back at Super Bowl 52, the Philadelphia Eagles lead the New England Patriots 22-19. And Charles, look at the move. Gronkowski's 6'7", 265 pounds. The athleticism that he shows.
Pivot route, took him to the outside, came back inside, and what it allowed Gronk there is if Darby was in coverage, imagine him trying to go through Gronkowski's back to get to the football. You just mentioned that size. Darby's not nearly anywhere near that.
His 11th career postseason touchdown, trailing only John Stallworth, the great player for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and of course, Jerry Rice, the NFL's all-time leading receiver. So Gronkowski with 4 catches for 68 yards on that opening drive of the third quarter. And New England does what they do best, come out and start a third quarter and score. The former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, Ron Jaworski, on the Jumbotron. One of the most likable men in the NFL and a former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. Gostkowski to kick it off. This will travel into the end zone. Varner will run it out. Varner across the 20. The 25 and a flag comes in late at about the 28-yard line, and that's usually an illegal block in the back. Gene Steratore, our referee, will give us the call.
On the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 54. 10-yard penalty. First down, Philadelphia.
So block in the black, and well, trick plays, keys in this game. And New England had one set up. James White, Danny Amendola puts it right on Brady, who's wide open, and he drops it. And then on 4th and goal at the 1, Corey Clement, Trey Burton, and Foles wide open. He's not dropping it.
Look at that. It's so close, isn't it? Tom Brady had to reach up and catch it a little bit, unable to get it.
LeGarrette Blount on the carry. Picks up a couple on the play. Malcolm Brown on the tackle after a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Nick Foles, who was fantastic in the first half. First quarterback in Super Bowl history with a touchdown reception.
And truthfully, nowhere close would you have thought to yourself he would be the first one. Would have thought it'd be a Steve Young type. You know, one of those athletic guys to get it.
2nd and 6, Foles on the play fake. Has some time. Dropped along the sideline by Aguilar. Harmon on the coverage. So that'll set up 3rd down for Philadelphia.
Just really didn't give him a lot of room to come down with this thing. On the back shoulder, Aguilar unable to possess it.
But from a psychological standpoint, this is a big play right here. You don't want to give the ball back to New England's offense. Philadelphia's been very good on these 3rd and mediums. Foles. Aguilar runs out of a tackle. He's got the first down. Johnson, Batamosi had him, and he missed him. Gain of 16.
Is this another example of how they're missing Malcolm Butler? Because Batamosi is really a special teams guy. He's not normally in the game in these situations. Has to come in and play now because they're down a cornerback, and he's unable to make the play on 3rd down. Aguilar, a huge pickup for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Butler, the outstanding corner for the Patriots, has not played. LeGarrette Blount finds a crease. Bulldozes his way out to the 41 for a gain of 5. Lawrence Guy on the tackle.
Yeah, when Philadelphia really wants to gear up and run the football, number 73, Isaac Seumalo, comes into the game. He's lined up at right tackle on this play, and he's done a nice job today, help creating holes for ball carriers. So instead of the extra tight end, they go extra offensive linemen for additional beef and leverage against the defensive line.
2nd and 5 for Nick Foles and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here in the 3rd, Philadelphia has led throughout. Blount, first down. Across midfield, Brown drags him down after a gain of 10.
I think one of the underrated aspects of LeGarrette Blount's game are his feet. We know he's thick and strong and breaks tackles with power. But watch him step through some of these tackles as well. Excellent job reading his blocks, getting that access to the secondary, and gaining the additional yardage. He'll make a few people miss as well as run through them.
Remember, he wasn't a factor in the Super Bowl last year. He fumbled, and Belichick basically benched him. 1st and 10 at the New England 49. Selleck in motion. Foles, little play fake. That time New England had it diagnosed. They got pressure on Foles, and Chung was all over Torrey Smith.
You hear the crowd reacting. They thought the Eagles fans thought Patrick Chung held Torrey Smith getting out into the secondary. He was draped all over him at very tight coverage.
There's Malcolm Butler, who had that interception of Russell Wilson at the end of Super Bowl 49, has not played in the game.
Do you know Seattle ran that exact play again during the regular season this year?
Yeah.
I saw it. Couldn't believe it. Got picked off as well.
Zaid back on a 2nd and 10. He'll take the handoff, finds some space off the right side, and gets 9. Chung on the tackle. Patrick Chung got shaken up on the play, and he's going to have to come off the field.
Nice job there by Gene Steratore and his officiating crew, getting to the injured player and getting attention to him right away. One thing Philadelphia has not been shy about doing in this game is running the football in obvious passing situations. That was 2nd and 10, and they pick up 9 there as we see Chung, and he ends up taking a shot to his helmet from a teammate while they were trying to make the tackle. Remember the 3rd and 4 in the first half, and they handed off to Ajayi for the big run? Philadelphia not afraid to go against the grain, and it's worked well for them in this game.
Wisniewski also out of the game.
So that would mean usually Sayamalu would go in at guard to replace him in that spot. Or it looks like Chance Warmack, number 67, has actually come in at Wisniewski's spot at left guard.
Sayamalu is in as that extra lineman on this 3rd and 1. Philadelphia's hit 6 of 9 on 3rd down.
Well, they've gone against the grain a lot. This would be a great spot for a bootleg or play action pass.
And there it is. Foles, wide open, Hurts. 1st down to the 25. Gain of 15.
Doug Peterson's play calling has been exemplary, and he shows heavy run formation. You mentioned it, the extra offensive lineman. They run the play action fake like it's a stretch play. He steps back, has the additional time, and Zach Ertz gets down and beats Eric Rowe into the secondary for another big pickup of 15 yards and a 1st down. Right now, in a lot of ways, these offensive coordinators are a step ahead of their defensive counterparts.
Garrett finds a cutback lane, grabbed around the waist, and dropped. Trey Flowers holds it to a gain of 3. So with Malcolm Butler not playing, now Patrick Chung out of the game with an injury. They've already lost Brandon Cooks with a concussion.
Puts a little more pressure on Deron Harmon, number 30, Jordan Richards, number 37 in the secondary, if Chung's unable to return.
According to reports, Malcolm Butler, it's a coach's decision why he's not in the game, which means he violated some kind of team rule. 2nd and 6, Foles, nobody's open. Foles now going to just heave it. So jump ball out of bounds, incomplete. Trey Burton covered by Rowe. That's, you think about it. Malcolm Butler, who was played 97% of their defensive snaps, and Bill Belichick drawing a line in the sand. He's one of their best defensive players.
Just tells you when Bill Belichick has something he wants from you or you're expected to do, he's not going to compromise.
3rd and 6. Foles with plenty of time. Foles to the end zone for Clement. Touchdown! Did he get his feet in? Yes!
Watch Clement, number 30, circle out of the backfield, and he's being guarded by number 59, Marquise Flowers. And that's a mismatch all day long. And Nick Foles had plenty of time. Okay. Now they've got to take a look and see if the back foot came down in the end zone.
Watch. He has possession. Now the ball moves right there as he regrips it and he steps out of bounds. This touchdown could come off the board. ball moves right there, and the foot's out of bounds.
So there's the catch. Everything's good, and as you noted, the ball's moving now, and there's the back foot that's going out of bounds.
Previous play will be reviewed.
Watch it one more time right here. It bounces off his chest.
Movement coming
Ball
now.
moves.
There's your
And
second
the foot's out of bounds. So this is under review. Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator, right now hoping Eagles in front.
The atmosphere for Super Bowl 36 was electric as the New England Patriots faced the heavily favored St. Louis Rams.
Tonight, the dynasty is born.
Standing in the way of a Rams dynasty seemed to be Patriots' destiny. New England caused 3 turnovers and took a 17-3 lead into the fourth quarter. But the blowout turned into a shootout as St. Louis scored 2 touchdowns, tying the game at 17.
Inside the 10. Yes! Touchdown, Ricky Prohl!
With just under 1 minute 30 seconds remaining, Patriots quarterback Tom Brady led a 9-play, 53-yard drive that set up kicker Adam Vinatieri for the winning field goal as time expired. In one of the most exciting Super Bowls ever, the Patriots proved that anything is possible in the NFL.
Back at Super Bowl 52, the Eagles have just scored a touchdown, but it's under review. And Charles, I think that touchdown is going to get overturned as Corey Clement caught the ball in the back of the end zone. The ball moves, and then his foot steps out. Gene Steratore is going to give us the ruling, and it should be a 4th down. But we're going to find out. Here's Gene.
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that that's it because the ball moved, and it looks like the foot's out of bounds.
Considering what we've seen all year, I thought that they would overturn that. Remember, they're supposed to be the standard of what? What is ruled on the field, which was a touchdown. Now, is there enough evidence to overturn it? I thought yes, because I was with you. I thought the ball was moving, and he didn't get the second foot down after the ball moved. But they ruled touchdown on the field, so what that tells us is the replay guy said he didn't see enough to overturn it. Paul Widner.
Jake Elliott did make the extra point. The lead is back up to 10. Eagles in front. Super Bowl 52, the Patriots got the ball to start the third quarter, and Rob Gronkowski got things going. 25-yard catch. He had 68 yards receiving on that drive, including a touchdown. But Philadelphia comes right back. Nelson Aguilar. Third down, missed tackle by Johnson Batamosi, kept the drive alive. And then on a third down pass play, Corey Clement with the touchdown catch. And the Eagles in front by 10 again.
We'd like to take this moment to recognize the airmen who made tonight's flyover possible. Let's hear it for your United States Air Force airmen.
Here at Super Bowl 52, the Eagles answer the Patriots touchdown drive with one of their own. And Tom Brady has to feel like a fish swimming upstream. Every time he gets something going offensively, he turns around and watches his defense give it right back. I am really surprised that touchdown stood, because when that ball moves by Corey Clement, it looks like that second foot is out of the back of the end zone. And watching NFL games and calling them all season long, Charles, I'm shocked right now that the touchdown was upheld.
Somewhere Austin Seferian-Jenkins is really shocked from the New York Jets, right? The tight end had a couple of those overturned. But you know what else? When you go back and watch that replay, Bob, Corey Clement very well could have gotten in motion early. When you look back at that, when he moved before the ball was snapped.
Dion Lewis on the return. Stood up and stopped by Brian Raymond. So it's 7:13 to go in the third. 25-yard return. Brady in the offense. Back out on the field. It was interesting, Charles, because we saw in that replay he almost gave away where he was going before the snap.
He was already out and a little bit into motion, and that could have been flagged. It was not, and it led to the touchdown. Now the Eagles, you see number 91 there, Fletcher Cox, they need him to be big down the stretch, putting some pressure on Tom Brady.
Dion Lewis stood up by Mills and dropped after a gain of about a yard. Vinny Curry then cleaned it up. Matt Patricia trying to find something with his defense. Patriots defense, yeah, they've given up a lot of yards throughout the course of the season, but Tom Brady's wife, Giselle, daughter looking on anxiously.
It's been interesting. They've gotten a dose of their own medicine in the passing game. The Eagles running backs have been a big part of it today for Philadelphia. That's normally New England's bailiwick.
Brady on the play action for Hogan, and it's incomplete. Corey Graham on the coverage, and that set up 3rd and 9. There's a flag on the play.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 95. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Michael Kendricks called for the penalty. We'll take a look at it right here as Rob Gronkowski starts to run his route.
Oh, without question.
Kendricks pulled the shoulder pad, and that's an easy one for the official to call.
So maybe that's why you didn't call Gronk's name the first couple of plays on this drive after the previous drive when he dominated it.
So first down for New England at the 31. Nowhere to run for Dion Lewis, a yard, and that's it.
It'll be interesting to see if there is a change in philosophy for Philadelphia on defense as we see Bill Belichick exhorting his defense for New England. Will they change their philosophy on how to guard Rob Gronkowski? It's been corners, and they've been too little for him in the last drive. Look at him stack up the line of scrimmage. Does Philadelphia's defense in front? But what will they go with bigger people to try and match up with number 87?
Both offenses over 400 yards, and we still have 5:55 to go in the third quarter. Brady to Hogan. He's got a first down out to the 49-yard line, gain of 16.
Play fake by Brady. Able to spot his target and rifles a clear strike to Hogan across the middle ahead of Darby's tackle.
Dion Lewis on the carry. Pinball down at midfield. Malcolm Jenkins got a hit on him. You almost feel like on this drive, the way New England's attacking Philadelphia, they're trying to be methodical to try to give their defense a chance to regroup because it's a mess on that sideline right now.
I agree with your observation. That's probably a Bill Belichick order too to Josh McDaniels. Got to give his guys a little bit of a break. They've been on the run most of the game.
Lewis again bounces off a couple tackles and then twisted down at the 45-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Sets up a third down for New England.
And it's one thing to give that order, it's another for the offense to actually carry it out. So the offensive line we've talked about most of this game has been Philadelphia's. Right now, New England's offensive line is getting involved and creating running space and helping them control the ball.
The Patriots have crossed midfield on all 8 of their offensive drives. 3rd and 2. Brady with plenty of time. Wide open, Amendola. And he's knocked down at the 26-yard line. First down, New England. Gain of 19. When men go in motion, it's an indicator.
Indicator that now is not zone coverage, it's man-to-man. You see Malcolm Jenkins pursuing James White. So Tom Brady knows he's got one-on-one coverage at all spots, and he goes to his trusted slot receiver, Danny Amendola, who beats Patrick Robinson.
Brady on a 1st and 10, looking for it all, and he's got his man. Touchdown, Chris Hogan. Two possessions in the 3rd quarter for the Patriots. 2 touchdowns.
What a route by Chris Hogan, who absolutely spun Rodney McLeod like a top. Okay, watch him on the inside, the second receiver in from the bottom of your screen. See, I guess McLeod, they turn his back and cuts inside of him, and the ball is right there to greet him. Tom Brady looks off the coverage by looking to the left side, comes back to the right side, puts the ball out there, and says, Chris Hogan, this one's for you.
Brady, 403 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gostkowski makes the extra point, so New England responds back, and it's a 3-point game once again with 3:23 to go in the 3rd. Chris Hogan with his 2nd touchdown catch of the postseason. Eagles by 3.
From Reliance Stadium, it's Super Bowl 38.
Takes the snap. In the pocket he goes. Downfield, he throws it up for Steve Smith, and he's got it! Touchdown, Carolina!
Touchdown to David Gibbons. Tom Brady. Now we got a football game. Smith to the right, he is in. Touchdown, and one.
At the 30, breaks a tackle, breaks another one at the 20, sideline 10, 5, Foster dives in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Malone back to throw. Nobody open. Now sets up. Deep downfield for Muhammad. He's got it at the 30. He's to the 20. Skip over the tackler. Touchdown, Carolina!
Play action fake, Brady. Fired, touchdown, Patriots take the lead.
Explodes it in the end zone, wide open. Touchdown, Carolina! Ricky Prohl! Unbelievable!
Snap, ball down, kick up, kick is on the way. Kick is good. 32-29.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 52. Bob Papa, Charles Davis. The Eagles lead the Patriots 29-26. Tom Brady throwing the touchdown pass to Chris Hogan. Brady's 2nd touchdown pass of the 3rd quarter. A little fist bump. Tom keeping the football. And Brady 19 of 32, 403 yards, both touchdown passes here in the 2nd half. The question, though, is he's driven his team down the field twice for touchdowns. Philadelphia's had the ball once. They've answered with a touchdown. Can New England get a stop?
Can either side. That's what it's going to come down to at this stage, because the pressure keeps going back to Philadelphia's offense. They score, look like they've got a nice gap, come right back down, got to do it again because the pressure continues to stay on them.
Kenyon Barner will take a knee a yard deep. So Nick Foles and the Eagles will start at their own 25-yard line with a 3-point lead here in the 3rd quarter. Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis.
This is Super Bowl 39. Your defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots against the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles.
The Patriots look like a dynasty. The Eagles appear destined for greatness. So it's fitting the game was tied at 7 before Super Bowl MVP Deion Branch set up the first score of a topsy-turvy second half.
Double setback. Back to throw. Brady fires. End zone. Caught. Touchdown.
T.O., is he a factor? That was the big question coming in, and I think it's been answered already.
First and goal at the Philly 2. They give it to the left side to Corey Dillon, and he is in. That's a sign of a champion.
But the Eagles did not go down quietly, cutting the lead to 24-21 with less than 2 minutes left. From there, the Patriots sealed their legacy as an NFL dynasty.
Intercepted, and that is it. The Patriots are going to be Super Bowl champions again. Back to back. 3 out of 4.
Downtown Minneapolis on this Sunday night, -1 degrees, feels like -25. But the Super Bowl being played inside U.S. Bank Stadium, temperature controlled 72 degrees. Can Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia figure out some way to stop Nick Foles and the Philadelphia Eagles? They held them to 1 3-and-out. That came in the first quarter. But other than that, Philadelphia has moved the ball at will against Bill Belichick's defense. A defense that gave up yards but not points. Today, it's not going so well. Patrick Chung is back in the ballgame for the New England Patriots, and they need Chung.
I want to see if New England's corners get up on these receivers a little bit and try and bump them off their routes and try and disrupt some timing.
Foles going up top. Completes it to Nelson Aguilar. Gain of 24 on first down.
And they were up tight in press coverage, but watch Aguilar, number 13 against number 23. See, he wins off the line of scrimmage. Able to beat him right there and gain separation against Patrick Chung. If you don't get your hands on the receiver and knock him off his route, they beat you downfield for plays like that.
Been like that for Nick Foles and the Eagles offense all game. Pitch and catch. They need to make a third down. Not an issue.
They need to be more physical with the receivers, but they actually have to get their hands on them. Otherwise, it's a lost cause.
Foles again. Play action pass. Wide open. Torrey Smith. Tackled by McCourty and Van Noy, but a gain of 17. So in 2 plays, 41 yards for Foles and the Eagles offense.
And give Nick Foles a lot of credit because he's not letting the pressure of New England continuing to storm back and get within 3 to affect his game. He keeps going out there and making plays, making good sharp throws.
Foles now over 300 yards. Brady's over 400. And quickly it's 1st and 10 at the 34. LeGarrette Blount hit by Malcolm Brown and dropped after a gain of 2. Down to 1:45 to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 8 coming up for Philadelphia.
Spotlighted the offensive line all night. You see them moving to the right side, trying to find some space.
2nd and 8 for Foles and the Eagles at the 32 of New England. Aguilar in motion, takes the handoff. Looking for the edge, he's got it, and he's got the first down. Rowe on the tackle, but too late. 1st and 10 at the 23.
In the regular season, Nelson Aguilar had 1 run for 7 yards. Since the postseason has begun, this is his 4th carry, all on these jet sweep type of plays. So it's an extra wrinkle that Philadelphia's added in the postseason. And Aguilar was a high school running back. So he's back to his roots in a game like this.
In the history of the Super Bowl, this is the most combined yards. And guess what? We're going to go over 1,000 because we still have a whole fourth quarter to play. Foles, intended for Burton or Ertz. Take your pick. Incomplete. So it'll set up 2nd and 10 with 34 seconds to go in the third. No sacks in the ball game for either team. In fact, not even a lot of hits on the quarterback. That was one of the few times that a quarterback's been hit, and Foles took a shot.
Brady took one shot early. Remember that in the first half? Knocked the wind out of him a little bit, but never missed a snap.
2nd and 10 for Philadelphia. At the Patriots 23. Torrey Smith to the outside, wrestled down by McCourty. Gain of 7 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 3 for Philadelphia. They do not have to. Oh, they do have to run the play, I think, before the quarter expires. No, they don't. They do not have to run the play. They could actually let the quarter clock drip out. Big 3rd and 3.
Tried to get them to jump, tried to get the cheap first down, knowing the clock could run out at the end of the quarter.
End of the third quarter in Super Bowl 52. Corey Clement has a touchdown catch. Eagles threatening to score again. They lead the Patriots by 3.
With Snickers.
At Super Bowl 52, the New England Patriots trying to battle back. Chris Hogan with a catch over the middle. Then Tom Brady finds Danny Amendola twisting and turning. And then it sets up the touchdown pass to Chris Hogan. Little in-cut. Got McLeod turned around. Brady's second touchdown pass of the third quarter, pulling the Patriots within 3. Back at Super Bowl 52, we get set for the start of the fourth quarter. Bob Pop and Charles Davis, so glad you could join us. The Eagles lead the Patriots 29-6. Here's how we've arrived at that number. Got some missed extra points in there, missed 2-point conversion. The Patriots in this football game have never led. Nick Foles has thrown 2 touchdown passes. He's caught one. And we'll start the fourth quarter with a 3rd and 3 at the New England Patriots 16-yard line. Remember, the last touchdown pass to Corey Clement came on 3rd down. Tom Brady can only hope that his defense could at least hold them to a field goal. They're 8 of 11 on 3rd downs. And on their last drive, they hit a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 1, and a 3rd and goal from the 6.
And you remember during the regular season, prior to Carson Wentz's injury, they were closer to 50% on 3rd down for much of the season before receding a little bit down the stretch, and then they've gotten hot again in the playoffs. 10 of 14 on 3rd down against Minnesota in the NFC Championship game.
The last 2 Super Bowls, the Patriots have outscored their opponents 39-0 in the fourth quarter in overtime. Winning both of those. And right now they would do well if they can just hold Philadelphia to a field goal at this point. These have been the money downs that Philadelphia has won on. As we start the fourth quarter, 3rd and 3 for the Eagles at the 16 of New England. Aguilar in motion. Pass to Aguilar, read beautifully by Flowers, and he drops him for a loss. Marquise Flowers was right there to shut it down.
They've seen that play on tape. I saw it in the postseason with Nelson Aguilar. Motion coming back towards the ball, and then he goes back away, and they get him out into the flat. But Flowers, as you noted, diagnosed it perfectly.
And there were two other Patriots
right out
there.
Eric Rowe was also seeing that one. They've seen that on tape, and they were well rehearsed for that one.
Elliott on that loss of 8 now will try a 43-yard field goal attempt. Snap is clean, kick on its way, and it is good. But we have a flag on the play. The Patriots might have been offside. They might have jumped. And I think New England was offside, but it was 4th and 11. So
take the points.
You might as well just take the points at this point.
Offside. Defense number 94. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, successful field goal. Timeout.
So the lead is now 6. 51 seconds into the final quarter of the season. Super Bowl 52. February the 3rd, at stake the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
Brady looks, fires, touchdown!
One touchdown, we are world champions.
Manning, back to throw. The rush, gonna be hit, gonna be sacked. No, he got out of it. Now he fires downfield, and it is caught. How in the world did he do that?
Manning takes the snap, looks left, lobs it left, throws is wide open, touchdown Giants! And let the celebration begin.
We won the Super Bowl.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 52. The Eagles lead the Patriots 32-26. Rewatch Super Bowl 52 on demand with NFL Game Pass. Sign up for NFL Game Pass today to access all games this season on demand, live post-game coverage with NFL Network, and much more. Jake Elliott's 43-yard field goal puts the lead to 6. Elliott had the longest field goal for a rookie in the regular season, postseason, and Super Bowl. 61-yarder to beat the Giants, a 53-yarder in the postseason, and now a 43-yarder here in the Super Bowl to push the lead to 6.
But missed a 33-yarder. That was for a point after touchdown, right? Not enough points on the board for that one. He needs 3, not 1.
Now Brady has 2 of the top 3 passing yardage games in Super Bowl history, and if New England's to win, he might have to break his own record from Super Bowl 51. And then maybe go out on the field and play some defense.
The only thing he hasn't done was catch the football. Everything else, he's done quite well.
Elliott on the kickoff. They travel into the end zone. And Lewis will field it, take a knee, and the Patriots will start at their own 25-yard line with 14 minutes and 9 seconds remaining here in Super Bowl 52.
New England's defense did their job. You noted it. Best thing they could do at that situation, hold them to 3. They did. Gives New England extra life here with Tom Brady taking over the ball.
What's the adjustment the Eagles defense needs to make?
To me, is trying to figure out exactly how you're going to play Gronk and be consistent with it. Because they have decided it's been little guys have lost against Gronk. Is there a bigger guy that can stay with him?
Burkhead on the first down carry, cut down at the 31-yard line. But he picks up about 5 on the play. Patrick Robinson on the tackle.
And anytime they've been in man-to-man, as you've seen, it's been a difficult situation for them because Danny Amendola has done a nice job. So has Chris Hogan winning those battles.
Burkhead again's got a first down. Hit by Vinny Curry out at the 40-yard line. But it's a gain of 9.
Listen, they've caught Philadelphia in pass rush mode on the last 2 plays because they've thrown the heck out of the football in the second half. And now that you're down to this one-score game, New England's going back to running the football and being very effective with it.
Philadelphia was number 1 in the NFL against the run in the regular season. Burkhead again makes the first man miss. Mills cuts him down after a gain of a couple. During the regular season, Philadelphia only gave up 79.2 yards per game rushing. In the postseason, 78 yards a game rushing.
A lot of that is because they played from the front, as they have today. Had those leads, had teams made teams throw the football. But New England's in striking distance here, and their offensive line has gotten stronger in the second half when they have decided to run the ball.
2nd and 6 for the Patriots, who have yet to have a lead in this game. Hogan stopped the feet moving, and Darby made the tackle after a gain of 3.
That wasn't even a called play. That was just very simply, no one's close enough to Chris Hogan. Just rise up and throw him the football and see what he can get.
3rd and 3 for New England. No team has ever not punted in a Super Bowl. The Patriots have yet to punt tonight. Amendola in motion. Amendola's got it. First down. Working on Mills. Gain of 7.
That's a beautiful route by Amendola, but look where this football is. Can't be thrown any better than that. Just put right on the hip of Amendola. Perfect spot. Turn up field, get the first down. Amendola wanted the line of scrimmage. Brady finished it off with the pass.
First and 10 at the 47. Brady on a play fake. Wide open, Amendola. McLeod finally stands him up. But he had stepped out and his forward progress was stopped. New England's done a pretty good job of dealing with the pressure.
Good job by Solder running Derek Barnett right past Tom Brady. Allows him to step up, climb the pocket, and unimpeded, drop it right to Amendola downfield. And he was wide open on an over route from right to left on your screen.
First and 10 at the 17. Backside screen to Amendola. Gets a block. Gets hit by Bo Allen, but pinballed him almost to a first down. It's a gain of 9 plus.
I don't think anyone would sign up to be the defensive coordinator for either side in this game, would they? They've both been under siege from the first snap of this game.
So it'll be 2nd and inches.
It's the perfect time for Brady to take his shot, too, on 2nd and inches.
Ball just outside the 7. They're going to run it for the first down. James White's got it to the 3. So approaching 10 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. And the Patriots have scored touchdowns on their first 2 possessions, and now they're going to go quick. Normally when they go quick, they run to the left. Let's see if Philadelphia is ready for it. And now they're resetting the play clock, and now they're not going to go quick. Usually when Brady gets the team to the line, they run left every time. First and goal, New England at the 3. They have not led in this game. Brady, low, intended for White, incomplete.
Now when Philadelphia made sure they had green jerseys surrounding Gronk, that took away the number 1 read for Brady, and that one was going to be skipped. No chance for James White to make that play.
Nope. The only spot he could throw was low, and that's just a little too low. So second and goal for New England at the 4-yard line. Amendola goes in motion. Brady lobs it for Gronk, makes the catch. Touchdown, Rob Gronkowski, his second of the second half. And now New England is an extra point away from having their first lead of the night.
How'd you like that play design? They had Amendola and Gronk together. Amendola motions away, so it turns into a one-on-one for Gronk against Darby. So by listing, Darby is 5'11", 190. Gronk, 6'6", 265. What odds do you like if the ball's a jump ball play? And New England benefits from it. Well conceived, well designed, well executed by New England.
Tom Brady and the Patriots have had the ball 3 times here in the second half. Brady's thrown 3 touchdown passes. All scoring plays are reviewed by New York. But it appeared that Gronk controlled it through the ground, and the touchdown will stand. Gostkowski for the extra point to give New England their first lead of Super Bowl 52. And that one's right down the middle. So with 9:22 to go, Gronkowski with 2 touchdown catches in the second half, including this one from Tom Brady. And the Patriots with their first lead of Super Bowl 52, 33-32.
Super Bowl 43.
The Cardinals take on the Steelers.
Looking for an unprecedented 6th Super Bowl ring, the Steelers played a dominant first half.
Picked off James Harrison. He's running up the sideline, and that's a touchdown from Pittsburgh.
The unflappable Cardinals engineered a fourth-quarter comeback with Larry Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald, he got it! Fires over the middle of Fitz, caught at the 45-50.
Fitzgerald, after a quiet first half, has become a force here in the second half. 2:31 left. Steelers have 2 timeouts. They trail by 3. He scrambles around, throws it back corner of the end zone. Santonio Holmes. I don't know how he did it.
Roethlisberger looked to the right, to the left, back to the right, and then threw it into the very corner of the end zone.
The confetti's all in the air. This was a great one, and the Steelers prevail.
Back at Super Bowl 52, New England with their first lead of the ball game. Tom Brady now 457 yards passing. Last year in the overtime win against Atlanta, he had 466. And my guess is he'll break that mark as well. So Nick Foles and the Eagles actually have to play from behind for the first time in this game.
It's been an odd game in that Philadelphia set the pace, but New England has kept a lot of pressure on the Philadelphia offense to continue to score, and finally they held them to a field goal, and then New England took advantage by scoring the touchdown to go ahead. It's been an odd type of a game for them, and now Philly has the pressure on them to definitely come back and put some points on the board.
Kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. Well, here's another thing we're insured of. Whichever team loses the game will have scored the most points ever by a losing team in the Super Bowl. 31 points twice has happened where the team that scored 31 points and lost.
Now that's gone. That's by the wayside. And this just has the feel that there are a few more points left out there before this one's said and done.
It's happened to the Cowboys and the 49ers. 49ers most recently in that Super Bowl loss to Baltimore in New Orleans. Falls in a shotgun, Ajayi to his left. And they'll run it on first down. Takes it out to the 29-yard line and picks up 4 on the play. Doug Peterson has rolled the dice on some play calls that have been brilliant, including the touchdown pass to Nick Foles at the end of the first half on a 4th and goal. 21 rushes, 34 passes for the Eagles. Foles was picked off once, wasn't his fault. Tip ball. 2nd and 6. Foles feels some pressure. He's one deep down the left side. It's a battle and it's incomplete. Rowe is going at it with Torrey Smith. And that's a good no call. And it's very odd that you see a receiver not complain. And Smith didn't complain. James Harrison got some pressure.
This is why they picked him up, as he just flat out bull rushed the second-year left tackle Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who stepped in for All-Pro Jason Peters, who hurt his knee earlier this season.
So here's a real pressure point now for Philadelphia, facing a 3rd and 6. They've hit 8 of 12 from their own 29-yard line, and now we get a whistle and a timeout, New England. And Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia did not like what they saw.
First charge timeout, New England. A 30-second
defensively,
timeout.
or what they were in, and what Philadelphia was lined up. So, no sense being cautious now.
No. What's up, brother? How you doing? You good?
Or no sense taking a chance. Because you think about it, if you can get off the field here,
yes,
you can get decent field position and give Tom Brady the ball back. New England Patriots are always in thrillers. First 3 Super Bowls they won by 3 in each of them. Then 10 years ago, that dramatic loss to the Giants in Super Bowl 42. Then a 4-point loss to the Giants in Super Bowl 46. 4-point win against Seattle with Malcolm Butler's interception late. And then last year coming back from 28-3 to force overtime and win it in overtime. Clement in motion.
See if they get after him a little bit here.
Falls back. Sidearms it over the middle. He's got a first down to Ertz. He beats Stephon Gilmore. Gain of 7.
And he beat the pressure. And he did it like a baseball player. Watch the arm angle. Well, watch Ertz come off the line of scrimmage first. Little angle route, comes back inside. And as Gilmore makes play, look at that. Just kind of sidearms it in there to make sure he can get it through the traffic and put it right on the spot for Ertz to pick up the first down. Got rid of the ball quickly to beat the pressure New England brought to him.
Now 9 of 13 on 3rd downs. 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 36. The Garrett Blunt runs right into the teeth of the defense. Stood up and stopped after a gain of 2. Lawrence Guy got the big hit on Blunt.
So in your heart of hearts, if you're Doug Peterson, what do you want here? You want the longest drive possible and culminate with his clock running out. But that's hard to do. We know there's a lot of time left. The last thing you want is Brady with the ball in his hands with a chance to win the game. That's where you are if you're Philadelphia.
Blunt to the sideline. Corey Clement in. 2nd and 8. Foles with time. Underneath. Clement fights for the first down. Stopped a yard short. Patrick Chung and Van Noy on the tackle. That'll set up 3rd and 1. Gain of 7 on the play.
That's a really good tackle by Chung in the open field. Watch Clement at the end, lowers his shoulder. He's got the momentum going forward, and Chung gets lower and brings his legs and hips up and snaps them and puts Clement down on the spot. That's an excellent open field tackle to force them to run a 3rd down play.
Can they stop him on 3rd and 1? Philadelphia has had an answer on every 3rd down for the most part. 9 of 13. The play fake. Foles loops it, but Smith is tackled short by McCourty. Devin McCourty.
James Harrison and Van Noy, terrific plays at the point. Watch after the snap on the fake handoff. Look who's there. Right there in his face is Van Noy, and then look at Harrison get out there also to force a tougher throw. He reads it like the veteran pro he is, and forcing a 4th down now for Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, at least they're going to show that they're going to go for it. 4th and 1 with 5:44 to go in the Super Bowl.
Watch for the hard count.
Foles is going to throw it. Foles is under pressure. Foles completes it for the 1st down. Zach Ertz on the catch.
That's a big play by Nick Foles. Watch the pressure in his face, right in his grill. Sidesteps and finds an opening, and Ertz holds on after the tackle by Harmon. The guy gets picked off there.
Little rub route.
As a former defender, that's a pick. They call rub all they want. He picked him off perfectly and opened up the lane for him.
So they roll the dice and go for it on 4th down again and convert it.
First choice timeout.
And now Philadelphia uses a timeout with 4:52 to go in the Super Bowl. The Eagles with 2 clutch conversions. Super Bowl 52, Philadelphia battling back. Nelson Aguilar with a big catch. And then a 43-yard field goal by Jake Elliott. New England comes back on a 3rd and 3. Danny Amendola with the reception. And then Rob Gronkowski with a 2nd touchdown catch of the 2nd half. The emphatic spike, and the Patriots lead it by 1 here in the 4th. So,
tonight, as they finish like a pro, we thank them for their love of the game and their dedication to capturing its most remarkable moments.
Back at Super Bowl 52, the Patriots with a 33-32 lead. Carson Wentz, outstanding second-year quarterback for the Eagles, injured late in the season, can only watch. And Nick Foles has done a heck of a job against Bill Belichick's Patriots. Over 1,000 yards combined offense tonight, the most in any postseason game all time. Doug Peterson, a couple of clutch 4th down conversions. He didn't want to give the ball back to Tom Brady.
He would love to run this thing down and score and not give it back to him. That's a hard thing to deal with, but that's what they're trying to accomplish here.
1st and 10. Philadelphia 47. Blunt stood up, maybe a yard, and that's it.
Bob, think about the disparity in experience on the sidelines, right? With Bill Belichick, Doug Peterson's first Super Bowl ever. And this stage has definitely not been too big for Doug Peterson. He had a conviction about how he wanted to call this game, and he stuck with it throughout and really matched New England play for play.
And he's shown a lot of faith in his football team.
A lot of faith in himself to not alter that feeling he had to be aggressive today.
2nd and 9. Foles chased by Harrison. Sidearms it and completes it for a first down to Aguilar. Patrick Chung was all over him, gain of 9.
Look at Foles scanning. Now he's going to exit the pocket, but his eyes are still downfield, finding a receiver. And Aguilar with a strong hands catch as Chung puts a shoulder in his back. And Harrison just trying to bull rush the young left tackle, Vaitai, trying to run him over on every pass rush.
Remember, Jake Elliott kicked a 61-yard field goal outdoors on grass earlier this year.
You saw that one in person, didn't you?
Certainly did. 1st and 10 for Foles. Feels some pressure over the middle. Wide open Aguilar. He's got a first down inside the 25.
In preseason, many were wondering if Nelson Aguilar was even going to be part of the Philadelphia Eagles team. Did not look like he was fulfilling his promise as a #1 pick. They moved him inside to the slot, and his career has been revived and has taken off. And he's making play after play down the stretch here in the Super Bowl.
8 catches for 74 yards here today, giving him 14 in the postseason. Eagles on the drive with 3:07 to go, trailing by 1.
Down the field.
Intentional grounding. That penalty results in a safety.
Caught! Touchdown! Brady carving him up. Just masterful.
Anybody still want to take Eli?
Caught. Was he inbounds? Yes! Manningham on the sideline. And now the Super Bowl is going to come down to a Hail Mary.
Incomplete! And the ball game's over! And the Giants have won Super Bowl 46!
World champ, baby! World champ!
Finish is what Tom Coughlin said, and Eli Manning and the Giants have finished off the Patriots. Back at Super Bowl 52, the Patriots lead is 1. 3:07 to go. Nick Foles and the Eagles on a big drive, including a 4th down conversion to keep this drive alive. And Nick Foles' wife Tori and baby Lily's got the headphones on, anxiously watching the end of the Super Bowl. Nick Foles was thinking about retiring. His career had gone south. Signed with Philadelphia. Wentz gets hurt. And Nick Foles is 3 minutes and 7 seconds away and a score away from maybe winning the Super Bowl.
You know, that year with Chip Kelly as the head coach, and they went to the playoffs, and Foles went to the Pro Bowl with 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He probably saw this day coming then, but not in the intervening years when things got a little bit rockier for him.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10 at the 24. Aguilar shoved out of bounds, but he's got a first down.
And that's a play that New England, in a weird way, will take because it stopped the clock. Never have to worry about timeouts here. They may hold the lead, but Philadelphia in easy field goal position. They're going to do their best to bleed this thing down.
Patriots defense not able to get stops, not able to get off the field. Beleaguered by this Philadelphia offense. First and 10. Ajayi kind of backs his way for 3. And New England will call a timeout with 2:30 to go. Remember, the Patriots used a timeout on defense. Now they have the 2-minute warning to stop the clock and the 1 timeout remaining.
But this is the conundrum now for Doug Peterson, because are you just going to try and play for 3 and leave a lot of time on the clock for Tom Brady? That's not ideal. So the way he's called this game and how he's been aggressive, I think he's thinking about putting it in the end zone and going for 2 to try and give himself a 7-point advantage down the stretch. It's the best thing he can do because of who's on the other side of the field.
Yeah, we saw it last year. New England driving down the field.
They got 2 2-point conversions to put them in the spot to get to overtime last year.
2nd and 7 from the 11. Foles to the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Alshon Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, I think, is a little bit fortunate there that he didn't get called for offensive pass interference. He pushed off to make sure the defender could not get to the football that he could not get to. Watch here as he works with Gilmore. A little bit of hands in there, and they let it ride.
Well, they've let a lot ride, which is good because it's been fair both ways.
Let them finish it out themselves.
So with 2:25 to go, 3rd and 7. The Eagles have been money on 3rd downs and 4th downs.
Aguilar has been nails down the stretch here. He's in the middle of that bunch to the bottom of your screen.
Play clock at 1. Falls back. Completes it for the touchdown. Caught by Ertz. He bobbled it, but he caught it again.
Now the key was, did he establish as a runner when he caught the ball?
As long as it doesn't hit the ground, it doesn't matter.
Okay, right? So take a look.
Working on McCourty, just beat him to the inside. Hits the ground.
Pops right back to him. He's a runner at this point anyway. After that catch,
yeah, he breaks
the plane. He's done. That's a touchdown.
Catches it, has
We are
control.
going to review the previous play.
He's become a runner. I know many people who are watching remember the Pittsburgh Steelers-New England game earlier when Jesse James, the tight end, was going to the ground. He had never established as a runner. Thus the call. Here, he catches it. He's a runner. So he's across the goal line, breaks the plane. That's a touchdown. There's no question.
Yeah, he has control right here. Look.
Catches it, and now he's running with the football. It's 2, almost 3 steps. Now he breaks the plane. This is done. That's a touchdown.
That is a touchdown. But we were wrong on the other one.
Doesn't mean we were wrong. That's just how they called it. I would probably argue with the league office on that one. But in this case, I don't think there's any question about this. He catches it and truly establishes as a runner.
They went at McCourty, who's their best player in the secondary. McCourty slipped.
Hasn't it been an interesting game that both offensive coordinators have dialed up one-on-one routes for their tight ends to make the big plays for them downfield?
See, people I think are confusing the catch rule at this point. At this point, he's a runner.
It's not even a question. As soon as he broke the plane, it should have been a touchdown. I don't know why it was taking so long. See, I think on a delay like this, sometimes the league doesn't do itself any favors because now you're leaving too much doubt out there. When to me, there shouldn't be any. He catches it, he's a runner, it's a touchdown, he broke the plane.
No, it's all being decided in New York.
New York's here. Saw New York here today.
Al Riveron.
Yeah, I saw him here on the field in pregame. They're here.
At this point, he's a runner. Nothing hits the ground until the ball breaks the plane, which makes it a touchdown. Not really sure why it's taking this long, and Gene Steratore is talking with Al Riveron on the review.
I understand wanting to get it correct, but to me, this one was very simple because he did become a runner.
In the ball hits the ground and pops out. But when you're a runner, once you break the plane, it becomes a touchdown. And at least in our opinion, Zach Ertz had clear possession of the ball as he caught it, catches it, control, runner, breaks the plane, ball doesn't move, touchdown.
After review, the receiver possesses the football, becomes a runner, breaks the plane of the goal line. The ruling is confirmed. It is a touchdown.
Now you go for two. Now you go for two to try and make it a 7-point.
Yeah, you have to go for two here because there's 2:21 to go on the clock. New England has the 2-minute warning and a timeout, which is an eternity for Tom Brady. We talked about how good Philadelphia was this season when it came to 2-point conversions. What's your best play here to get the lead to 7? Burton in motion. Foles, run pass option, throws it, incomplete. Van Noy broke up the pass intended for Clement. So with 2:21 to go, Tom Brady will have an opportunity to win the Super Bowl with a touchdown.
Look at Van Noy. He knows his assignment right away and makes sure he shields Corey Clement. And let's see when the ball arrives and Van Noy arrives. He arrives early.
He pushed him early.
He pushed him early and got away with it. Byron Boston, the line judge, right on it, eyeing it, elects not to throw the flag. But here's the touchdown play. Excellent route by Ertz. Beats McCourty, the only Pro Bowler on defense for New England this year. Makes the catch. Becomes a runner, as Gene Steratore told us. Breaks the plane. Touchdown, Philadelphia. But how much time's on the clock again?
2:21
for Tom Brady.
And a timeout.
The timeout is almost superfluous for Tom Brady at 2:21 to go. Because remember, we still got a 2-minute warning timeout.
There's Zach's wife, Julie. Does her husband have the go-ahead touchdown and the winning touchdown? Kickoff will travel into the end zone, and Lewis is going to just take a knee. Don't waste any clock. Well, Tom Brady has just about every NFL record you can imagine, including game-winning drives in the fourth quarter of postseason games. And at 40 years of age, he has an opportunity to add to that legacy. 11 career postseason game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime. Six defensive backs in the ball game for Philadelphia. Dorsett comes set in the slot with Gronkowski. Brock gets about 7 and gets out of bounds with 2:16 to go.
We've not seen that interior pressure much late in this game. Fletcher Cox, Tim Jernigan, those guys to get in the face of Brady. And he's getting rid of the ball quickly. So I saw zone coverage there. Let's see what Jim Schwartz wants to stay with that, because if he goes to man, Amendola's cut them up.
2nd and 2, Hogan in motion. Brady gets sacked, ball is loose, recovered by the Eagles. Derek Barnett recovered the fumble. First sack of the game, and a huge one for the Eagles.
See where the pressure came from. There's Chris Long, 56 on the edge with Brandon Graham, 55. It looks like Graham, 55, makes the play with his left hand. Watch his left hand reaching out and knocking the ball free from Tom Brady. He is not throwing the football. That becomes an empty hand for him by rule. That ball's popped out before the arm starts forward. Derek Barnett, the rookie, with the fumble recovery. Philadelphia ball
Number 73
down the stretch.
is reporting as an eligible receiver. 73 is eligible.
So the Philadelphia Eagles, who did not have a sack all game, get one with 2:09 to go. It's Tom Brady's first fumble lost in the last 20 postseason games. LeGarrette Blount. New England will use their last timeout with 2:03 to go.
New England, 30-second timeout.
Then we have a 2-minute timeout on after the next play. But watch, we've been looking for that interior pressure. We got it, but it came from Brandon Graham, 55, the defensive end who kicked into defensive tackle. Look at him work against Shaq Mason, who actually tried to hold him and would have gotten it, might have drawn a flag if the play doesn't end the way it does. But look at the hand movement by Graham to get the hands of Mason off of him and knock the ball free from Tom Brady and give Philadelphia a chance to put this away.
And Nick Foles, fumble. Let's go out there and run this thing out. And for the great Tom Brady, stunned. Second and 7. LeGarrette Blount fights for a couple of yards. Gets stood up and stopped. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 1:56 to go in Super Bowl 52. The Eagles by 5. The big sack of Tom Brady and the forced fumble. Philadelphia trying to close in on their first Super Bowl.
In Super Bowl 49, the Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots battled it out evenly for nearly 60 minutes.
He finds LaFell on the slant. New England strikes first from 3 yards out. Marshawn Lynch punches it in. The shotgun looks. He's going to throw hard. Ball is reached up caught. It is Matthews for a touchdown. Look left. Throws for Edelman. Touchdown. Patriots. They're back in the lead.
It was the Patriots who made the thrilling game-winning play.
Throws inside. Oh my God! It's picked off at the goal line with 20 seconds left.
Your New England Patriots have just won Super Bowl 49.
Patriots. That is the new Super Bowl record. And we're not done yet. It is still time to crown a champion. Jill and the folks from NFL Security have the understated one. Inside of the celebrity trophy. This is
Back at Super Bowl 52, the Eagles with a 5-point lead in the football with 1:56 to go as Tom Brady was sacked and fumbled the football away. Down by 5 with a chance to drive his team to a game-winning score. So New England's out of timeouts. Philadelphia's got to run the ball. How about Foles on a naked bootleg?
I would think more Wentz than Foles on this. But it's a possibility. But look at the play again by Brandon Graham. They kicked him in from defensive end to defensive tackle. He won the one-on-one against Shaq Mason, knocked it free. There's Jeffrey Lurie understanding that even if you kick a field goal here, it's still just an 8-point game. So he's excited, but he wants everyone to keep their composure.
The first down pretty much ends it. 3rd and 5. LeGarrette Blount not going to get the first down. Now the play clock gets set, and it's moving. Philadelphia can take this down to about 1:10. Kick the field goal. Which is still plenty of time for Tom Brady.
And just remember, nothing's been sure today in the kicking game. Right? I mean, nothing's a lock. He's in a good spot. But it's been a little wild for both sides kicking the ball today.
Doug Peterson talking to Gene Steratore. Going to ask for a timeout with the play clock at 1 second. You don't want a penalty.
Philadelphia, 30-second timeout.
There is the Lombardi Trophy, the 52nd edition. That's what is at stake. Philadelphia has never won a Super Bowl. Their last championship in professional football came in 1960 in the NFL championship. Jake Elliott out to try a field goal. 2 for 2 on this 4th and 6. Now, this is not exactly a chip shot. This is a 46-yarder.
Can't allow any leakage in there. Can't give up a block.
Snap is good. Kick on its way, and it is good from 46 yards out. And now Philadelphia with 1:05 to go in the Super Bowl leads by 8. So the New England Patriots need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game.
Well, he just rifled that one through, didn't he?
Philadelphia Eagles have not allowed any points in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter this season.
Well, they certainly have to make that stand up now, don't they? And they stand up against the best has played.
Hey, they can give up. They can give up 6. They just can't give up 8. There's Robert Kraft. Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, has done a wonderful job with this franchise. Actor Bradley Cooper, huge Eagles fan. Trying to watch history.
And you don't squib this kick. You don't do any of that. Make sure you go ahead and kick it and make your defense play.
End-over-end kick, but it's not in the end zone, which forces Lewis to have to return it. And now they try a little reverse, and Philadelphia is all over Rex Burkhead.
And that cost extra time for New England to run that play.
Great special teams by the Eagles and discipline there, not taking the cheese.
Totally stayed in their lanes, didn't get out of them, didn't get over exuberant. They did what Bill Belichick talks about. They did their job. Now it's the defense's turn.
Tom Brady without any timeouts has 58 seconds remaining in the Super Bowl. He has to take his team 91 yards in 58 seconds for a touchdown. Hogan can't reel it in.
And you notice that Philadelphia's gone with a pass rushing unit in now with Brandon Graham playing defensive tackle and the rookie Barnett on the field with Chris Long. So close there. He threw to a spot. Hogan just couldn't haul it in.
2nd and 10 from the New England 9. 53 seconds to go in the game. Brady chased by Barnett. Incomplete. Robert Kraft, son Jonathan Kraft, the outstanding owners of the New England Patriots, looking on in disbelief. Doug Peterson needs his defense to come up big one more time.
Philadelphia will drop 7 and rush 4, and that 7 that they're dropping is really loose back there. They're guarding the first down line behind them.
On 3rd and 10, Brady under pressure, incomplete. Years ago, Doug Peterson was coaching high school football. He is now one play away from winning the Super Bowl.
And last year, the guy who gets to Tom Brady here wearing 56, see that? He was wearing a New England jersey last year. That's Chris Long. Came to Philadelphia as a free agent. and makes a big play there.
4th and 10 for New England. Brady's got the first down to Amendola. But New England's out of timeouts. Under 30 seconds to go. They'll spike it to stop the clock with 26 seconds remaining. And you know, they don't have Brandon Cooks, who's somebody that can run past the defense. He was knocked out of the game early with a concussion.
All you worry about now if you're Philadelphia is you don't give up a second move play. And someone gets past you. You guard the first down line behind him and rush forward.
Brady back. Gronkowski gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 20 seconds to go. Gain of 11.
Fletcher Cox just came out of the game for Philadelphia to take a blow. Vinny Curry goes in to replace him.
489 yards for Brady. It's a Super Bowl record, but it's not what he's looking for. Again, they got to throw it underneath to Gronk. Gronk gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 13 seconds to go.
His fortune, I thought for a second there he might not get out of bounds when he made the cut inside. Unfortunately, he was able to get over the line and stop the clock.
Yeah, New England needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. At this point, they need a miracle. And now Philadelphia uses their last timeout. And why not? Give your pass rushers a little breather. Make sure you're organized on the back end.
And you're also real close to Hail Mary territory, where that ball can be thrown up towards the end zone right now. So it'll be interesting to me to see if they end up with another play. If they do bring in an Alshon Jeffrey or someone back in the back part to play defense.
Eagles general manager Howie Roseman has done a spectacular job this year, GM of the year, putting this football team together. You think about, Alshon Jeffrey, the pick up there, trading for Jay Ajayi, signing LeGarrette Blount. This is the most yards in any NFL game of all time these two teams have combined. Brady again, nearly intercepted by Darby. 9 seconds to go.
You did mention Nick Foles, correct?
Nick Foles.
That's a big one. Having a competent backup quarterback for a team with big aspirations. And this almost ended it right here. He came back from a dislocated ankle in the season opener, did Ronald Darby, to have a very nice season.
9 seconds remaining in Super Bowl 52. You see the Eagles have 3 men deep. Brady, hit by Graham. Gonna heave it downfield for Gronk. Deflected, incomplete as time expires. And the Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 52.
The end of the game.
Nick Foles and the Eagles have won the franchise's first ever Lombardi Trophy. A heartfelt embrace from Bill Belichick. Tom Brady had a big fumble late, and the Philadelphia Eagles avenged the loss of Super Bowl 39 to Tom Brady and the Patriots, and they win a thriller 41-33. Now it's time to take a look at the greatest moments in Super Bowl history as chronicled by NFL Films.
One play.